What up? What up? What up? Oh, excuse me. Let me change my daggone background. Wrong show, wrong show, wrong road, wrong road. uh, we're gonna go to, here we go. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another round. I'm Jay.
What's up, everybody? This is Shawn Unfiltered.
And you guys are back for another round of the chaos, the mess, the drama, which is Ready to Love, the reunion. Let's go. Oh my goodness. How are you today, Shawn?
I'm doing just wonderful. So Brittany B must have knew the theme for tonight. So she co-branded it, or she branded it the Satin and Lies. So we got on our PJs. You know, we wearing our PJs. We're not our satin ones. I saw some satin ones in the store. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna save those for, when I get my massage table out for my special lady, So I'll hold off on the satin ones. But for right now, you got this little, hoodie action, this pajama hoodie action.
You know the pajama hoodie action.
Look at that. In sync without even knowing we in sync, right?
You know what I'm saying? And I had to go with Rihanna's Fenty Savage, black owned. And I'm a savage. Classy, ratchet. And because some people on the stage, baby, Sabrina was being savage tonight too. Okay, we was not going for it. I'm repping for my savages out there. All right, let's go.
Love it.
Woo, baby. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are going to get into the reunion part 1. Look, we are here because Kojo is not, not that he has the COVID like Tommy. We're going to pray for Tommy. I'm sure he over it by now. But he's been traveling and he'll be back tomorrow. So you guys will have the pleasure of being back with Kojo tomorrow. But tonight, you're stuck with us.
It's up and it's stuck.
And it's up and it's stuck, okay? Oh my God, not Grace Mercy started already. Talk about Cornelius is wearing wallpaper, foil paper. You know what? I watched Sabrina's behind the scenes on it. And actually, it looked like a nice African robe or whatever that you will wear like to a nice function and stuff. But I don't know about the stripes. He added the stripes on it on the side and all that. It kind of played it down a bit and stuff. And then the gold fronts.
He was on some Coming to America, the 2.0 version. Yeah, looking crazy.
Yeah, the gold fronts though. I know, Shawn, you was.
That's cap with them gold fronts. Yeah, come on, bro.
Tell me what was the purpose of the gold fronts though?
I don't know. Maybe Camille told him to do it. He's trying to be, edgy or something. Look, I ain't got time for that, dude. That he could wear as many fronts as he wants. I just need him to stop fronting. You know what I mean? Like, don't be fronting. You can wear gold fronts and look like, whatever you look like, but just don't be up there fronting. You know what I mean? Like, don't really front, And that was my issue with him. Is you putting on that cape, that big strong cape, for Camille, bro, cut the crap. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest.
Be honest. Be honest with yourself. That was a thing. Okay, so it was a couple of themes that was going on tonight. Accountability or lack there was. The honesty or lack there was.
Mm-hmm.
And the lies, as Kathy Bates would put it up in American Horror Story. It's the lies. Boy, it was a lot of them tonight. Okay, I'm gonna try to do though is keep it as in order of the packages so we can stay on and not miss anybody, because I don't want nobody to feel like we wasn't here for them if we overlooked them. Okay, so we're gonna try to be organized here. All right, now as organized and chaos as we possibly can be. Okay. Yes, it was the lies, L. The lies, the lies, the lies, and the denial, the denies. They was out of control. So we started off the show with Tommy announcing that he got COVID, and we got Tanika Ray, excuse me, as our host. Shawn, how you feel that she did overall?
I think she did an okay job.
Okay.
Attractive woman. Sometimes I get attracted a little when they put an attractive lady in front of me, and sometimes Tommy, in all his good nature, he can get on my nerves a little bit. But I wish that he was there. I wish they would have kind of like had him, they streamed him in the background, and let him chime in every now and then. That would have elevated it. Maybe part 2 they're going to surprise us, but they should have inserted him virtually in there just to add some context, to hold some of the dudes accountable. When a couple of people was piping up when they didn't need to pipe up, when they could have piped back, that's when we needed Tommy to just be like, bro, relax, relax. So
that part for real. I am not talking to you right now. Oh, wait, your turn. Hey, gorgeous. Hey, Seaway. How you doing tonight, beauty?
What's up?
Hey, guys.
Look at Seaway with the onesie going on. Come on.
Look, had to do it.
Look, I had y'all on a late night, so I was like, y'all be bed ready so we can just go right to bed.
Well, Seaway been grainy, and she's like, listen, y'all better. She was like, listen, I ain't gonna be up with y'all all night long. That's what she told me already. So
sorry, Seaway. I'm sorry to have it back so late. I know.
She told me don't be dragging it out. Just don't talk
too
much.
Point.
Don't be dragging it.
She said, like, don't drag it, please.
She hit us with a timing. And why am I here?
Exactly, when he was upset with Phil and Shiloh.
So, Seaway, we were just talking about the host. How did you feel how she did as the whole?
I thought she did good. The host.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people had smoke. Yeah, people had smoke for her. I feel like people just be wanting other people's jobs, and then they be throwing shade at people just because they want their job. Look, I don't want her job, so I can be objective. I thought that she did a good job for someone just, hopping in out of nowhere. Of course, she could have held some people to the fire a little better, but I think she did good. I actually was kind of happy to have her instead of Tommy. It was refreshing to have a woman up there, 1. And 2, yeah, I thought she did good. She could have did more follow through. I think Aisha kind of helped her out with the follow through, but I think she did a decent job.
Yeah, I think so too. It's hard to fill in for a show that you're not really totally accustomed to, or I don't know how often she watches the show or whatnot, but it's like I wasn't there through this whole season. I got to catch up through whatever, how many days they tell me in advance that I got to try to jump on this show and try to get into it. And so I don't know you people. And here I come just asking you. So it does make a difference when it's just like somebody new coming in. But I think she did hold her own. She didn't just let too much go past. She could have had a couple more follow-up questions, and maybe they did. Maybe they edited out just for time's sake. We don't know. You know how they get to doing. Right. So we might have to buy the DVDs to see the unseen footages.
The DVDs. We gotta get the bootleg DVD copy.
The DVD.
The uncut version.
What season? What they gonna start airing the unfiltered, the unseen versions of stuff.
But listen, all of these shows, we barely get a break. They got the next season starting the 28th. You know what I mean? We've in full swing with Married at First Sight. It's like, come on, there's no break in between.
None. And I already told y'all gonna make me get a channel if y'all don't start reviewing Ladies Who List Atlanta. And I don't want no channel, so I just need y'all to go ahead and review that. That is good. I don't know if any of y'all in the comments watch that, but Ladies Who List Atlanta, that is good.
Now you told us we on a time frame. You want to talk about a whole nother show?
No, we're not going to talk about it tonight. No, we're not going to talk about it. But I'm just saying, it's a good show. It's a really, really good show.
Your own friends.
That's it. 2 hours and 15 minutes now, just because of you.
Okay, so the first package we got was Shawn. Let's dive into it. Let's go. Shawn is the first package.
Not this Shawn.
I know. The actor, journalist, writer,
The biller too.
the biller.
I was bored with that section, guys. I was really bored with his little segment.
What was it giving, Seaway? What was it giving?
It was giving blah. I'm glad he got his closure with Sabrina and his apology that he wanted. I think we can all agree that, you know, the producer / Sabrina set him up. I don't think anyone really liked that whole scene. I just think it's unacceptable to throw anybody into that type of situation and not give everybody the proper context, because she had her friends looking crazy because they're thinking that this is like a guy, like it's Bachelor, like this is the final guy. And so they're addressing him like that. That was bogus to set her friends up to look like mean people, even though they may be mean people. I don't know. But she definitely set them up, and then she set him up. And then the producer set everybody up. So I'm glad he got his closure about that particular situation. And I'm glad he was honest about saying that he wasn't going to be like everybody else trying to make it to the end for what he really talked about. He wants to have integrity. And I think that's something that is missing on a lot of these reality TV shows across maps, people who stay together on decision day for money, the put a ring on it, shenanigans, fraud, and then what we got here. You know, so I'm glad he had some integrity because we're missing that. So that was good.
Definitely, that was my point on it. Is like he did have integrity, and he had his stance. You know, he's like, I want certain things, and it's not here. These women is not giving it to me. You know what I'm saying? The ones that I'm interested in are not interested in the things that I'm interested in. So what's my point? So hallelujah. Bye. Shawn.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you know, he got to be I don't know if redeemed or, you know, vindicated is the right terminology, but at least he got his, you know, he got his moment to not look like a sucker. You know, he got to really put it out there. And I like that Sabrina was true to her word, because she has said in previous interviews that she did apologize to him, and he did acknowledge that, you know, in that moment, she also apologized. And then, you know, she apologized to him on the screen. So I love that, you know, although they weren't able to work out, they still were classy with each other. Nobody needed to tear each other down. He had his little joke, the Negro Commission, ha 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 ha, and we move on.
That I will say that too. That was the first thing I thought would be a pretty good night start, because it was accountability and apologies to start the night. And I thought we can go uphill from there. We kind of plateaued. So as we continue. So of course, the next package we done with Shawn, as the show was too. The next package we came up with Sydney's and her whole romantical relationship with Phil, basically, and a little bit of Frank sprinkled up in there here and there and stuff. So how did y'all feel about Miss Sydney coming onto the scene?
It was very interesting to see the guy's reaction when she walked up. I don't think we got a chance to see it the first time when in live action, but the playback of seeing everyone's reaction, including Phil's, was interesting. That's the reaction I thought she was gonna get, but they didn't really show it. And then it was interesting to see people's kind of like under their breath reaction to her. Replaying the wet your whistle comment was just as awkward as it was when she first said it. That was definitely different, but it was cute. I don't know what to make of this Sydney and Phil, them saying that they're exclusively dating. I don't know what to make of her fake shock about the question about the engagement. Like the, oh my God, are you asking, are we engaged? Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if she's trying to slow down, play humble for Phil. I don't know what that's about. But I wish Shiloh was there to balance out that scene. It was kind of empty without Shiloh being there as well. I don't know. I didn't care for it.
Well, it's interesting that Shiloh wasn't there for her own reasons or whatnot. But yeah, it would have been a nice balance to it. Look, Brittany, look, she had that good bronzer glowing, okay? That for long now.
And this is yet another chance for Phil to look at the floor. His favorite place to look.
He might like shoes. He might like shoes.
He's like, let me just make sure. He must be clumsy. He's like, I want to watch where my feet are going because I'm not going to.
I stepped on too many feet up in here.
Yeah,
I agree with Ellen. I'm not sure if I believe they're together. I mean, I hate to be a conspiracy theorist about this stuff, but I just wasn't in the vibes.
I think by the time the reunion was taped, they're still together. If they are now, I'm not sure. But I think they were still trying to work it out a little bit by the time the reunion came around, because they were still a bit cozy and smooched up together, very comfortable together. And look, I'm gonna be honest, overall reaction, it was the facials. The cameras was picking up some facials for the whole thing. And so it's like not even what the people were saying, it's the faces that were made towards everybody. Through it all, because if y'all miss half of these facial expressions that was going down when certain things was being said, it was hilarious. Frank and Moomin was cozy up until they segment.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, they were cozy up until they segment. Now that's a whole different thing.
I got a word for them.
Yeah. But as far as the package goes, it was a cute little package. I love the dress that she had on. I ain't got the tatas for it, so I ain't got nothing to hold my dress up. So I'm gonna need some straps for me. But for her, it was fitting right. It looked nice. If you see the full body, it is a very beautiful dress, and I liked it. I don't think that one was sad. Huh?
See, this is what I'm talking about. If this is true, on the live, I'm gonna assume it's true. Then she's just not serious. Like, what's the point of dating Phil, but he can date other people?
But he said he's the one who said that he's dating her exclusively. So that might mean that there's a halfway open relationship. Like,
I mean, if it's an open relationship, that's one thing. But if it's just like y'all are just not serious, that's a whole nother thing.
But some people don't take dating and saying like, if we're in a dating phase, we're not technically exclusive. We are open to see other people. We're just dating. So some people date like that, to where it's like, okay, we can go out, we can still get to know each other and stuff, but we haven't made it. But if he's saying that they was exclusive on the reunion, I don't know. That part don't make sense.
I don't, look, people do what people want to do, right? And that man got up there and said, unless he was capping, he said, listen, I don't need help finding a girlfriend. I need help finding somebody to be together with, right? Mm-hmm. So why is she realtering the terms unless she wants to have flexibility? I don't understand. Or either he's capping or she wants she's out here Jada Pinking it.
That's what I'm getting.
It's one or two, and not a bill.
The question was to both of them, and he was the only one who answered in that moment.
Exactly.
So that says it all.
So maybe she doesn't want to be locked down. I mean, exactly. I feel like it's in this rare occurrence. I feel like it's her. Mm-hmm. She probably doesn't want to be locked down, because I don't know why Phil would be like, yeah, we're dating, but you can see other people. I don't see him saying that.
Yeah, I don't think he was the one who said it, because I think she said it. He can see other people or whatnot.
But this is the other part, right? And Druzy G said it. It's like, it's the inconsistencies for me. Like, when they asked about engagement, she was like, I will be engaged. So, like, which one is it?
I don't know.
And that was my Sydney voice impersonation.
Well, maybe she wants an open relationship. I don't know.
I'm done. Moving on.
Moving forward.
Exactly. Shout out to Miss Misha.
Shout out to Miss Misha. Moving forward. I can't get it as feminine as she got it. She got it so cute. I love it. I love Miss Misha. I'm gonna have to record it. Just put it on there. Moving forward.
Exactly. That's our resident sound effect.
All right. So this part right here, boy, my head went spinning. Okay. Cause this Camille package had Shay, Olivia, and Camille.
Oh, you ready to get to them already? Oh, shucks.
No, that was the next package in the order.
Okay, you're going in order.
Camille's package, yeah, Camille's package was the next in the order. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep it in order so I can skip to other people if y'all want to get some people out the way and we can get to them
later. Yeah,
last.
let's get to some other people because that was more interesting. That was probably the most interesting of the night.
So. Okay, so Tyrone.
Oh God.
No, don't oh God, because Tyrone gave a nice formal apology on the stage and said what he would have said had circumstances been better.
You know, Miss Misha said something on her channel that really resonated with me. Why, and I'm going to repeat it because it needs to be heard. Why the hell are we reenacting shooting someone down? Like, why did we need a play-by-play of shooting a woman down? I just don't know why we had to do that. I don't know why we needed to go over it again. And everyone's sitting here oohing and on. Oh, you're so sweet, and like that was just annoying to me.
I think because of the whole word aggressive being played up in that part. I think that's why we had that whole scene.
I get it. I just don't think it was needed. It was just awkward. And him over here misspeaking and saying that she was the wife, that Carrie writes her name was the wife. I was just like, what is going on? I mean, I'm glad that he explained it for the 5 billionth time about what he meant about it. I just feel like it's just a dead issue at this point. And Tyrone couldn't be shooting me down on national TV. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Look, okay, he was playing Mary F and Unalive. Okay, Mary Cluck and Unalive, and it went wrong, all the way wrong, twice. Okay.
If I was Carrie, I'd be like, "No, sir, we don't need you to turn me down." I don't know.
Well, like, I don't know. He had a Freudian slip, so he said her name when he said it again. So he tried to shoot it down, talking about because she's sitting right next to me. But I'm like,
I don't know. He couldn't turn me down, not once.
You was gonna go Courtney on him?
I'd be like, I never wanted you. I don't know you. Who are you?
And this is why I'm wearing my Savage.
Him, right?
This is why I'm wearing my Savage. Tyrone was honest to Sosa. Yes, the Sosa gonna shoot her shot if she don't.
But they all like each other, you know. So they're all friends. And I guess remember, Seaway, like he used that aggressive word, and that aggressive word is triggering.
But they use it the whole night,
especially when it's used in a way for Carrie when technically she wasn't being aggressive in that moment. She was just showing her interest to him.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And yes, they did use it the whole night, but they were describing somebody's actual behavior that we seen on camera. Because we seen the other ladies being actually physically, to the point, some of them physically aggressive. So, you know, it's a trigger word, yes, but in the right context, it's appropriate. I'm sorry. I don't care what color you are.
You mean in reference to Camille, not Carrie?
Yeah. Not Carrie, not Carrie, because she wasn't. But I'm saying the other ladies, when they kept using it for her, when Courtney used it or Aisha used it on Camille or Zadia, that was different because those women were actually displaying full aggression that we actually seen.
Exactly.
We didn't see it with Carrie.
No, she was just forward. And this is a good thing too. And I think this was good that it came out because we all were going, you know, in on why he was saying Shiloh was his wife, right? So this gave some context when this is a typical question. It's like the same thing where you're playing the game and you say marry, F, kill, right? Who would you marry? Who would you F? Who would you kill? So it's the same thing. Like sometimes guys will do this. Like, okay, who could be your friend? Who could be your girlfriend? And who could be your wife, right? And he said that he could see Shiloh as his wife, which to me makes total sense. But you see where Zadia was, a friend. So
Zadia couldn't be my friend with her attitude.
But she wasn't his lady or his wife, I tell you that much. Yeah. And they got to spend some quality time together. So so that's what he meant. And I think that also it was good to just have some context in terms of how he arrived after one date with or not even with no date and feeling like Shiloh could be his wife. So
yeah. I mean, you know, I guess they were having phone conversations and all those things that we didn't get to see because clearly Aisha and Dante were having them too. So got a lot of off-camera action going on. Let's see. Way over. Enough with Tyrone or whatnot. Who else package did we get into? Okay, so after this, it's pretty much full throttle. Okay, so
I don't know. Sabrina spoke. What was she talking about?
Sabrina didn't. No, Sabrina was just on different people's sets with different times. So you know, because it was the packages that were shown is Cornelius, Frank, Camille, and then the women's package of how they got to the retreat and that altercation at the retreat. So I guess we can go into Frank before because we can do Camille and all of them, Camille and Cornelius, and then the women all together. Or whatnot.
Right, because there's Moomin and Frank, and then Cornelius.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to keep it in order because it was like a little all over the place with everything. So it kind of got jumbled up. So Frank's package came up and him settling with Moomin and they're awkward, not kissing at the end into a hug. I was like, what is happening? Are we doing a Disney skit or what's happening here? Why are we just holding each other like this? What was that? It's like, what was that? Oh my goodness. I know you got a lot, Seaway, on Frank, because I know you was not happy with the brother.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll start off with Moomin first because of what I want to say. Like a lot of us do this. Women, we do this a lot. I know I'm guilty of doing this. I've done this in the past where I just want to see the good in somebody. I want to believe them so much that I ignore the truth that they say and I ignore all the red flags that they're giving me. And Moomin, sweetie, you got to take accountability for that part because the man told you what it was. And you ignored a lot of it and just said, okay. Here's the thing. When somebody is telling you they're hypersexual, and that means, and I understand you saying that he pulls away from you when you're trying to reciprocate his affection and all of this stuff like that. But if he's hypersexual, you touching him is a stimulation. You doing anything to him is a stimulation. And so if he's not trying to break your barriers and cross that line with you, and he know that he can't cross that line with you, it's a little bit difficult for him to maintain composure and be super affectionate with you because in his body or whatever, or anybody that is like that, your touch and everything is a stimulation and it's a problem. And it can lead to more problems. And he's fighting himself. He's fighting temptations on the inside. So part of me, I get him on that. Now, where he fell short is he did not communicate that with you. That you touching him is going to be a problem. You not, wanting to go the next level is going to be a problem. If I'm a hypersexual person, I just can't be with somebody that is abstinent. I can't be with somebody that is celibate. It's just not going to work in the long run. I'm just not going to have the capacity in me to wait. And that's just being honest with myself. And Frank wasn't that. He was not honest with himself enough to be honest with you. And that was a big problem for it all. Now, when he comes to the stage, want to talk about, oh, the show took a toll on me and all that stuff like that, brother, you're still not being honest. Be what it is. You got other relationships that see you on this show. And now it's a problem. You want to say you keep your relationships private for a reason. A lot of times the people that like to keep their relationship private, some people are just, cool, and they just like they don't want all the extra beef. But most of the time, those people got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. And so they don't want everybody all up in their business. And that's what I was reading from Frank. Like, you got other women that you're trying to holler at, but you're saying that you're in a relationship with Moomin publicly on national television. And now these women feeling some type of way. So, yeah, you can't carry on a relationship afterwards in the same regards with somebody that is not going to be sexually active with you when you got other women on the other side that will. Now, like I said, there's some relationships that I've known in the past that the brother can go and do whatever he want to do. And, as long as a woman don't find out, she's okay with it. But I don't think Moomin was going for any of that. I don't think she's the type that would just allow that to happen, regardless if she know or don't know. So what your best bet was to do what you was asked of, and that was communicate with her in the first. And she kind of broke it down. She was like, the communication was not the problem. It's just that you weren't communicating. I mean, you telling her what it is was not the problem, but it's the fact that you didn't communicate with her prior to that moment. So, you dropped the ball on it, my brother. And I appreciate Aisha for dropping them gems on you and telling you that, you can't keep going around here because you've been hurt in the past, hurting people. Go heal, fix that, close that wound, and then move forward so you can be the best you for the person. I see it. We seen the change in you. You wanted to change for Moomin, but that goal post, that one right there, she's a little bit out of your league, because you need baby steps to refrain from going from hypersexual to abstinence. You need baby steps. It's like a withdrawal. It's a drug, and you need some rehab for it. So you got to do something else, brother. In between, take some time and just be alone to yourself with nobody if you want to reach that level of abstinence, because you're just not going to get it from jumping into a relationship with a whole girl just because she ain't going to have sex with you. It's not going to stop you from looking at the 1,000 other women that's coming in and out the club every night that you're working at. So all I got to say on them.
I think, Jay, you're actually giving Frank more credit than he deserves. I would say 90% more credit than he deserves. In a better world, Frank actually just couldn't deal with the abstinence. I feel like that is actually being nice to Frank. Frank just needs the cap emoji just in front of his face for the entire reunion. I think Frank's problem is Frank, and I don't know, it was on Crystal XO's interview. It kind of solidified my opinion. There's something seriously wrong with him. And I don't like going around saying there's something wrong with people, but there's something really wrong with him. He even admitted that he was gaslighting Moomin, and to me, in many ways, admitted to being a narcissist. I think Frank never wanted Moomin, even though she's one of the most beautiful women on the show, if not the most beautiful woman on the show. He never wanted her. He never valued her because what she has is not of value to him. And I think that's the problem. We think that if we're good women, a man is going to really appreciate us. A good man who's not a narcissist and a gaslighter will appreciate you. Someone who wants to shake his salt shaker and be in the club and run the DC streets, that doesn't work for him. Frank really wanted Sydney, and he wanted to get to the end of the show. And my problem with Frank, and I'm going to get to Moomin, my problem with Frank is you are a liar, you are a deceiver, and as soon as the cameras went down, you ghosted her. You have no integrity. And all we have in this life is our word and our integrity. And he has neither one. I don't have an issue if he would have just tried to make it work and then try to deal with her abstinence and be you know what, I tried, it just didn't work. My heart was in the right place. His heart was never in the right place. And a lot of people in the comments, they peeped it. But I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt when it looked like he was changing his ways and he seemed sincere. But he's that good of a manipulating narcissist that he literally can be that much of a chameleon to make it seem like he had good intentions when he never had good intentions. And that is sick. And then he tried to put it on his hurt. He's not hurt. He's hurting people. He's trifling and he needs to get it together. And he really should be ashamed of himself. And I don't know what his motives were because he doesn't look great in this moment. If he was trying to get pub or try to get more people to get to the club for his whatever parties he's promoting, whatever the hell he's doing, I hope it backfires. I hope women do not, support him because he's ridiculous. On to Moomin. I think we all know you can't turn a man like this. You can't turn a dog into a good man. I think Moomin suffers from wanting whoever wants her. And that is a very, very, very sick cycle to be in. She's too beautiful. She's too sweet. She's a good person. She treated everyone with respect. And I really liked her. But she was going around, looking for love in all of these odd places. And what she ended up doing when you do that, you end up attracting narcissist manipulators, leeches like Frank, when you leave yourself open like that. So I'm not going to say she deserves this because she doesn't. No one deserves this. But this is what will happen if you leave yourself that open. You're going to draw people with very, very bad intentions. Honestly, like someone said in the comments, she honestly really had no place on the show. I'm not going to say she shouldn't have went on the show because it could have been an opportunity. There could have been somebody good on this show. But as soon as she's seen that there was nobody of value on the show, she should have dismissed herself. That's what I would have done because Walter wasn't crap. Frank definitely wasn't crap. And we already know what was going on with Corey and his shenanigans. Like, there was no options for her. So I really hope she learns from the situation, but I don't think she has, because my last rant is, because this has been on my heart. Why do us women, a lot of us women, we get dogged out by these dudes and then we agree to be their friend? A friend is like one of the most sacred relationships in your lifetime. A friend is the family that you choose. Why would you be a friend of someone who did you like this? Why do you believe that this person deserves your time and your energy? Why do we do this? Like, you did me bogus, but I'll be your friend though? Like, he should be on the block list. He should be permanently blocked. So I will say Moomin has not learned her lesson because she's still granting Frank some type of access to her space. So I don't think she's learned anything because he should be blocked. That's it.
Listen, you said a word on a lot of levels and stuff like that. I don't disagree with anything that you said. I probably am giving him more credit because I'm trying not to, I ain't really trying not to do anything or whatever. My smoke is more so on Moomin of just the man was honest on a lot of things that he was. And he told her what he was or whatever. And so the discernment there was, for me, you weren't picking up what he was saying. The red flags was there. You knew what he was going to be on. And so for me, it was just more so on Moomin than Frank or whatnot. But you broke it all the way down. See, well, I ain't going to disagree with you, baby girl.
I hate to say it. It's been on my heart. It's just, I don't like, there's so many Franks out here in this world. I don't know how he got to be the way he is, but he's just going to be a wrecking ball to broken women. And women who are naive. People like Frank are just going to run through them. He has no integrity. And as a man with no integrity, you can have a lot of flaws, but to have no integrity is a sad space as a man, to me.
The thing is, too, is still a two-way because it takes two of them to tango or whatnot. So as he's a salesman, he's going to keep looking for that person who's going to buy the BS he's selling or whatnot. And as long as women don't be up on game on what they're trying to purchase, we're going to keep having this situation. It's just like you said, Moomin is out here chasing whatever floats her way. and things. And so when you have women that's going to continuously do that, it makes it easier for him to just continue to maneuver his way through and break all these hearts. And like I say, Aisha gave him the best thing. Stop doing that. Or when you talking about how your heart was broken, remember how that feels. So you just gonna go around and try to break everybody's heart because you heartbroken? Bruh, stop. Go in, Shawn.
Yeah, no, I don't. Y'all didn't leave much on the table for me. But what I will say is that just a slight deviation from what Seaway was saying. I think I'll start from the conversation Frank had with the father, and this is why it's always important when it's possible, to have either your father, a male that's present in your life, a brother or uncle, or somebody, right, to meet for women to meet the man that they're gonna potentially be in a relationship with, because the father distinctly said, don't waste my daughter's time. And what did Frank do? He wasted her time. And I think that is the problem. And even when Courtney was backstage and was hearing the piece, when Frank and Moomin were talking, she was like, just tell the truth. And what I believe is that whether it was the incompatibility on the sexual side or some type of, because he said a couple of things before he started rambling, he was like, I saw some things that I thought that I wanted differently. And I thought they were going to be one way, but then I thought about it and I saw that they were going to be different. That to me says reality set in, and he realized that him and Moomin want two different things. And we said it last week, right? When she asked him at the end, oh, we going to church together? And he was like, oh yeah, that was the moment. That was the moment, because he's like, that's not my lifestyle. This man says when he went on to speak, the things we were able to extrapolate from his post-reunion interview, he was like, I'm sex positive. I do different tours and this and that. This is somebody, he was like, so that's why I say I'm hypersexual, because I want to take away the stigma of sex. So this is somebody that sex is a very big part of their life. And at the end of the day, you're going to be in relationship with somebody who is a believer, a Christian. And it's not that sex is not important, but for her, the sex comes with the marriage, not before. So he had an epiphany and he realized, I'm not in for that, because I don't know when I'll be ready to get married. And I'm not waiting 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever it's going to take for us to be ready to get married. I'm not waiting. So I think he did her a favor, like unlike some other ready to love couples. Instead of dragging her through some pseudo fake relationship, taking her down a long windy road and playing around in her face, he didn't pursue it any further, because he realized he couldn't be the man that he needed to be for her. Now, the unfortunate part is that he should have done that a little earlier on in the process, knowing what he knew about himself and knowing what he knew about her. That is where I see Frank. So he's not out here really looking to really hunker down with a woman like Moomin. Perhaps a different woman, maybe. I don't know. But he did a whole lot of rambling, the PTSD, all of this other stuff. I don't understand what all that's about. I don't know. I call cap on that. But listen, I can't speak on behalf of somebody else's mental state. But to me, it just sounded like fluff, because he was trying to be nice, but coming off disingenuous by not saying exactly what it was. I realized I wasn't ready for what she wanted. We could not be in a relationship together. I guess he thought he was doing her a favor, but he wasn't, because he didn't really get to the root of the matter. That is my problem with Frank. Moomin, she should have seen it coming. She knew, like, come on. And she even mentioned, oh, I tried not to listen to what the other girls were saying about you. Well, why didn't you? Why didn't you listen? because they were giving you advice. They were trying to put you onto game. And again, lovely woman, but I think her decision-making skills are poor. She played that game with Corey and the log. Stupid game, stupid prizes. She played this stupid game with Frank. Thank God it was just a short stint in her life. And hopefully she'll look back and see. But again, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the show. Call it for what it is. I'm not out trying to disparage her character. But at the end of the day, she aligned herself with Camille and Zadia. Low character people. I'm sorry. Everything that the screen showed me, Zadia, low character. Camille, I don't know, but low character from what I saw. Who knows? It's only one layer, but from what I saw till now, the reunion, no accountability, no ownership of the things that she did. I'm over it. So I think she could have also chose better friends to give her better advice. Maybe if she had been friends with the non-Brown Girls crew, they would have been able to talk to her and be like, you know what? Blah, blah, blah. And guess what? Walter really liked Moomin, but she ruined her chances with Walter because she listened to the wrong advice and them telling him to go run up in while he's on the piano. Right? On the piano, you know, and then she's had that little silly scene by the poolside. I think someone's in your head and manipulating you. What? What are you talking about? Like, come on. Come on. Do better. I'm done.
She definitely did herself a disservice on that moment right there at the pool with Walter or whatnot. She checked herself out of that relationship. And then now, here's your karma. You stuck with this. She definitely would have did better with Walter because Walter was interested in her. He was interested in her until that moment. You know, if she had to focus on their relationship instead of focusing on Sabrina, she would have had a better outcome. At least she would have had somebody that is kind of like really into going down that walk with her. You know, you can't trust. I'm sorry, if a man tell me he hypersexual and I'm just not on that wavelength. And to me, if you're telling me that you're hypersexual, that means that I'm probably not even enough for you. So if I'm not looking just to smash and move on, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to even waste my own time on that moment. So to me, you know, her going that route there.
Jay, can you hear that Life of Baj comment? I don't know what he's talking about.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Why would anyone want someone to wait for them? If you're Christian, you shouldn't be asking people to abstain for you in a relationship.
What are you talking about, sir? I don't understand that. You're muted, Shawn.
My bad. He's talking about Moomin. What the point is that you should be with somebody that's on your same page, right? So you just like we laughed at her when she was like, "Well, you going to church with me?" Like you should be already with somebody that is aligned with you. You shouldn't be dragging somebody along through your religious process.
Okay, got it. They should abstain on their own.
Exactly.
Yeah. There it is. Drowsy hit it for you.
That was the point, but I was like, wait, are you saying we shouldn't abstain? I was just confused. But okay, if it's you should find someone that's already aligned with your interests, then I get it.
And that is facts, Brittany. That's what it gives me too. When you tell me you hypersexual, that means that I'm not even enough for you. You just out here for a good time, not a long time, and you all right. You know, you're looking for a good night. That's all. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not on it, I'm just not on it. You know, nice to meet you. Keep it moving. And that's what Moomin should have did. She should have hit a Sabrina and chose herself. Just her match was not there. You know what I'm saying? You just wanted. That's why I felt like I felt last week that she just stuck with Frank just to. I don't know. I don't know if she's trying to get at Walter about it or whatnot or stuff like that. But it's just like that was a dumb choice. I'd have just been happier by myself. I can do bad by myself. Like now you on this TV screens crying over Frank.
I think it's that she's still in that phase, although she is a little longer in the tooth, and we don't expect her to be acting like that. But she's at that phase where you fall in love with the potential of what somebody could be. So she saw his potential. Because for the most part, through the process, Frank was very honest. Mm-hmm. Right? He was like, I'm still trying to decide between you and Sydney. You know, he was honest to the parents. He was honest. He told her I'm hypersexual. You know, he might have dialed down some of the stuff for her, but I think like she still was like, okay, maybe he can be some of the things that he wants to be, because that's the hope. And I know we keep saying Disneyland, but that's it. That's that little bit of delusion. And sometimes we need to get that harsh reality wake-up call to be like, nah, you got to take the facts for what the facts are. And if a guy says X, he means X. Don't recreate it. Don't think, okay, well, he can package this hypersexuality into my celibacy. No, those two things don't go together. They don't go together. Like, sorry. And he couldn't be honest enough to just let her know, like, for whatever reason, whether it was making it to the end, whether it was he convinced himself and his own, because he lives in a little bit of fantasy too, a lot of it, because when he sat up and bumped his gums on that Crystal XO interview and even on the reunion, it's like, bro, what's with these dudes? What's with dudes that can't get to the point? Like, where do we go wrong? Like, how do we have so many guys? This is like a Ready to Love theme. It must be a prerequisite for the show. You have to be able to babble, and you can't get to the point, and you talk in circles. Like, that must be on the application.
You talk in circles, you're hired.
You're it. And you'll stay to the end.
You are good for this.
It's like it almost makes us look crazy, because most of us guys run around and say, well, we're direct and we're this, but then you look on TV and you got all these guys that aren't direct. It's like, bro, we're most of the time direct. Like, what are you doing? So he is the king of wasting time. And then I just can't believe that this guy ran around saying, I looked it up and I realized I gaslighted her. Bro, seriously? First of all, we left gaslighting in 2021. We left that in 2021. What are you talking about? Who says that? Like, okay, so if that's what you did, then what are you doing about it? Like, what does that mean? Like, what? So you're saying you created a false reality for her? And you lied to her and you misled her to believe a false reality? Did you really look the word up? Like, if that's what you did, then you really got problems. Yeah, you did need to take a break from her. Thank God you left her alone. Because if you're a self-admitted gaslighter, you need a lot of help.
It was the fact that Crystal said, no, you kind of did something. I forgot what it was that she said that he did. He was like, oh, yeah, well, maybe it was that. And not gaslighting, but it was that. I was like... Brother, stop! Don't try to get in front of the enemy. You just keep your butt back there. Shout out to David.
Exactly.
No, that comment section was ruthless, and I participated.
Yeah. It was a ghosted that she said. Yeah, he was like, you ghosted. It was like, it ain't even ghosted.
A ghost lighter. They call him a ghost.
Yeah, I seen that one. I was like, the ghost lighter. I said I was ghost right then in the comment. I said I'm ghosting now.
Ghost lighter. They had all types of clown emojis for him. I was like, bro, you should have set this one out. You were being dragged.
He said he was red man on how high. I'm a ghost.
He was trying to pull a David though and get ahead of it, and that's why he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna say I'm gaslighting, so that's gonna get him." No, sir, you just you stepped in a whole nother pile of crap there.
You did a whole bunch of stuff. You gaslighted, you stonewalled, you lied.
Exactly.
You didn't communicate. You told the truth. You told the truth. You couldn't commit to it. You fumbled the ball.
Mel is right. We did not deserve David in his lines. I'm still talking about taking the strength out the room. He is
flag on the play.
David was great TV, I tell you.
He was.
David was. Shoot, David's still great TV. Oh,
David is great. I need him back on the screen somewhere because he was hilarious.
I watched I went back and watched that little clip of him and Liz at the end. I was like, the way he tried to talk his circles out of that one. I was
Yep, that's right, Ravine. Then he started talking about other people's stuff, right? He pulled them on. Then he switched characters. He went from David to Ron. He was like, oh, I'm gonna pull. I was like, bro, now you gossiping, bro?
Now he was a chatty patty. I missed the chatty patty part because
yeah, he was spilling off. I had to turn it off. I was like, he is
I turned it off
unraveling.
after a while because I was like, I can't anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, he unraveled like a piece of yarn
after the ghost lighter and stuff like that. No, did I make it to the end? I don't know, but he started going in about the comments.
No, when he starts selling, and put my scissors down. When he starts selling his business and people start trying to buy stuff in the comments, I said, y'all ain't got no integrity either. Why are you trying to buy stuff from him?
Nobody was buying anything.
They were talking. Yes, they were asking.
Where can I find it? They asked, where can I find it?
I think they were just entertaining him. Nobody was buying. I don't know.
You never know. Everyone, there's always the one that's willing to be the next one talking about where can they find it. I'm like, I know you guys are not trying to buy stuff from this man. I'm logging off. So if he said anything after that, I logged off.
No, he did the gossiping first, and then that's when Crystal started pivoting to the end, and then that's when she's like, do you have anything to promote? And that's when he started talking about his liquors, and then he mentioned, there's a correction. He does not own a bar. He does not he does not own a club, or he's not a club promoter. He doesn't even go to clubs.
What does he do?
He owns a bar. And he does liquors and wines and spirits. So
he owns a bar, not a club.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big difference.
To Frank, it was.
Sir.
You got to have a liquor license for a bar, okay? You can't.
First of all the bars in DC are basically baby clubs because all y'all clubs closed at 2 anyway.
First of all, you got to understand the difference between a bar and a club. See, there's dancing at a club, but at a bar it's just drinks and a little bit of dancing in that little bit of space that they got right there, But
I don't be seeing the difference in DC.
And a lot of this,
a lot of shaking. we need J-Dubs for the shaker.
I know. They does had it going on.
I'm gonna put the scissors down.
Yes, please. You're scaring us. Frank done got you triggered. You're triggered. You're triggered.
You're the audience. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. She means nothing. She means no harm. She means no harm. Oh my goodness, child. Jeez.
I still think Ready to Love is trying to recreate that season with David and Kyra, and they're not gonna do it.
I think they need to just go back to having them isolated in one, like a resort or something again. Because I think that was so the best.
Better. It was so much better.
Yeah.
But was it really? Jason's out here with a whole nother baby.
No,
that's not that one. The resort.
The resort.
Oh, the one before them.
The one before. But I mean, either way, I know what you're saying, but it's just it's better storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, at least we can't get too much phone calls and off camera, too much off camera. We can still see them coming down the halls, but
right, but even they try to sneak in the resort because wasn't Jay creeping?
Yeah.
That's what I said. But at least we get them creeping down the hall because we can see that the cameras are set up at the hall.
But no, Simone spilled it for another piece that we didn't even see.
Creep.
That's why she had beef with Winter.
Yeah, because they were sneaky leaking down the sneaky.
They were sneaky linking, and Winter was like, "Why you have to say I didn't have on my clothes?"
And we never understood it
because you was naked, Helper.
Yeah, because she was walking down the hallway with no clothes. We didn't see it till later.
We're on a reality show.
It was a waddle for me.
Life is Jason had a baby on the way. I told y'all about that man from day one. Yes, he has a baby. That baby may be here by now.
No, it's not here. Not yet.
Yeah. he wasn't waiting. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all keep going with these men that's not waiting, and
But
this
that's
is what
the
happened.
example, though. What you were talking about applies to Jason. Jason was capped. He tried to make it work with Liz maybe for a week or two, and it didn't work out. And then after that, he was lying to himself and the general public.
Mm-hmm.
But she was another naive in the clouds, thinking that he was going to be something that he wasn't.
Oh no, Liz. I'm not gonna start on Liz.
And then that was the whole thing. But then everybody got on the Liz bandwagon. Oh, she's a beautiful woman of God. Let's get behind Sister Liz. No, Sister Liz should know better at her big grown age too.
She should have.
No,
let's
the
get behind
miscreative.
Sister
She got no
Liz, but
baby
we're not
about no
gonna get
Liz.
behind Sister Moomin because you know she's doing the same thing. But because Frank is the ultimate bad guy and Jason kind of wasn't. Come on now, y'all, keep it. Jason was trash. Exactly. Thank you. I'm glad you said it because he was. And
well, listen, those folks was slicing and dicing. Me in my early YouTube days almost sent me into PTSD because me and you was talking about Liz and Jason and talking about, yeah, we don't see it. It looks silly. Move on. His flowers, the third grade prayer. It was like, oh no, she's a good woman.
Oh, they shot me down for saying about the white flowers, and you talking about this is I only gave my mama and my other mama the flowers. Okay, that's mama material.
Well, clearly he gave somebody a different kind of flower.
Or he bloomed that flower.
That's done something. Story.
That's neither here nor there.
He what did they call it? He pollinated that flower.
He deflowered that flower. That's what he did.
Definitely did.
That flower is no longer. It's blossoming into another flower at this moment.
Exactly. He got a baby on the way. He Tristan Thompson, Liz.
Oh, jeez. Let's not go down that wrong road, Shawn. Wrong road.
Let me make a U-turn.
Bust that beat real quick.
Pop a New York Huey in a second. Oh my goodness. Oh, somebody asked a good question though. We didn't talk about Shiloh and her ghosting. She ghosted us for the reunion.
Big time.
I think she thought about it. I think Shiloh has enough sense where she can think about things at a later date. And I think that she knew that if she came on the show, she was going to further embarrass herself, and she chose not to. I don't think you should be allowed to back out of these type of situations. But if they let her, I mean, would you show up?
Hey, all you got to do is say you got that Amari
just say you got
right
COVID
now.
And not show up.
That's what I'm saying. You say you got Amari on right now, and they be like, "All right, child." But you know what? Whatchamacallit did it virtual, kind of like she did a little virtual thing, so they could have still had her virtually. So I don't know.
Nah, you know, Shiloh, she is a master manipulator, and see where you coined it the last time we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago. You know, because she probably told them some story, told how she's triggered her previous emotional abuse, and she doesn't want to have to relive the trauma and have the conversation again. So they were like, we don't want no liabilities. We don't want no problems. We don't want nobody talking about their mental health. Just stay home. It's less for us to have to deal with.
I mean, if you really think about it, she began this season leading with her sexual intimacy and her being a intimacy coach and just implying that she has control over her emotions and her ability to express emotion, express intimacy. And then fast forward to the end of the season, now she's triggered by an intimate touch. She doesn't have control over her emotions, her ability to express herself. I mean, at this point, she appears to be a walking contradiction. There is literally no way you can get up on that stage and explain that. I mean, it's literally she's contradicting her whole existence by her behavior. So, I mean, as much as for my own personal benefit, I wanted to see her get up there and explain her growth, explain her path, kind of maybe reflect on her past behavior, and hopefully, you know, she would be in a better place where she'd be able to look at what happened between her and Phil objectively, you know, kind of from a bird's eye view. That would be nice for her to show that growth, but instead, she chose not to face the situation, because she could have had a testimony. She could have, been like, hey, like they said, the doctors need a doctor too. The therapists need a therapist too. She could have kind of like went from that angle and be like, I know I'm an intimacy coach, but this experience taught me that I need therapy. I need coaching as well. And she could have went from that angle, but instead she took the route she took. I don't really respect it, but I gotta respect it.
Yeah, so. I'm with you 100%. Like, I think, like, look, she stayed off. It is what it is. It leaves us with question marks and to fill in the blanks. So that's what we will do. Listen, I am saying that I could be wrong, but to me, it just seems like, why not show up and either stand 10 tones down or whatever you felt or saw, or whatever you experienced, or, acknowledge and realize that, hey, listen, maybe I overstated the abuse part, or maybe I things were placed incorrectly. This is your chance to speak up and bring some clarity.
I'm just gonna say it like this: if it was me and I live in my truth, and I feel that was the case, I'm gonna be there. And like I say, I'm standing 10 toes down in what I say. And if apology needs to be given because I might have exaggerated just a tad bit too much, I'll be woman enough to be there to give that apology or whatnot. But if I feel like this is really what happened to me or whatever, and I'm in a place that I have moved forward, because I'm the type of person, I'm not trying to hold on to things too much. I'd rather talk about it with that person, get it out, and move forward. We can move our separate ways. We can go never speak to each other again afterwards or whatever, but I'd rather have that moment with you than to continue to linger on in the background and not show up to be able to say what I got to say. That's just me. And I'd appreciate her more if she was kind of there and stood up in it or whatever, so we can get both sides while they're there. But her choice not to be there, they let her not be there, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
I wouldn't want to see her on someone else's platform. If you can't get up there and face the people that you talked about, you can't get up there and face the man that you slandered on national television, then you shouldn't get on no one else's platform and tell your one-sided story.
Even if it was one of them situations how like Basketball Wives would do it, like, I want to be in another room, I don't want to be, or how Love and Hip Hop did with Erica Mena for some time or whatever and stuff like that. I don't want to be on the same stage with that person, but I'm going to show up. You're not going to be able to have conversations without me, especially if I'm involved in the conversations. I'm going to be there to be able to say my thing. I would have requested, like, you can request that and they can oblige those requests of saying, I don't want to be on the same stage with that person, but you can. Heck, they did it with Zach and Michaela for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? So.
She didn't have to sit up there for the Sydney Phil segment, like she didn't have to be on the stage for that. You can draw your lines and your boundaries, because sometimes you're not ready to see that. You may not be ready for that, but you owed it to Phil to have since you brought it to the show, or you allowed the producers to bring it to the show. We won't know how it got there. You owed it to Phil and yourself to kind of like close that chapter, because we're still guessing and checking and debating, and I don't think that's right.
Exactly. And listen, Liver was there, Carrington was there. These are people that we barely saw, like, but they were sitting up there. So, like, let's see what the second part of the reunion shows us. If they actually go to these people, but listen, go there, speak your little piece, say what you need to say. Hell, I would have accepted a written statement, because sometimes people do that. Like, here, I don't have anything to say, but this is a written statement. This is an audio statement. Something, right? So I'm just like, come on. It's my second come on for the night. Come on, Shiloh.
You're in New York. Come on.
Where you at? So, let's talk about this moment. Listen, God bless Tasia. I love her, but I don't understand what was the walk off. Like, really? Come on. It's my third come on.
Attention.
Where was she going?
Attention seeking behavior.
Speak on it.
Attention-seeking behavior. She got herself in the previews for the reunion. That's what she wanted. Calling, addressing the issues on the show, ghetto, unacceptable, not accurate description of what was going on. Was it foolish? Was it redundant? Was it nonsensical? What was going on with what we're going to get to with Camille? Yes. You know, I'm sure for a lot of people, it's a very frustrating situation to have to listen to Camille boldface lie in everyone's face. I'm sure that was annoying. But the storming out and whatever, if there's something going on with your mother, like I've been seeing everyone says, you should not be there because your mental space you won't be in the right place. And every little thing is going to annoy you because it's very small in comparison to your mother being sick. You know, like this whole reunion was probably very small compared to her mother being sick. But the storming off was attention-seeking behavior, and there is really nothing else to talk about other than that's what it was. She wanted a moment.
Yeah, I guess, you know, you said it best. I think that's like, there's not a reunion show in the world, in any reality show history where somebody doesn't storm off the stage. So I said, she's just raised her hand. She's like, I'll be the one to do it. And listen, I totally get I heard something that she said she's got issues with her mom. Maybe her mom's sick or something. So, you know, prayers for her mom. Don't want anybody to, you know, that anybody going through anything with their loved ones is nothing to make light of. However, if that's your state, then be easy until it's time for you to talk. You know, because the thing that just baffled me was she wasn't part of any of the back and forth that was going on that I saw when she walked off, right? She wasn't in the room when Camille supposedly said what she said. She wasn't involved in any of the drama that was being discussed at that time. So why was she so annoyed? I don't get it. It just didn't make sense to me.
She wanted them to hurry up and get to her segment.
Well, I guess we'll see that in part 2.
5 minutes.
That's what I felt like. She was just trying to hurry up and get to her segment or whatnot of the situation. I was just like, child, can we breathe through this? Because we didn't even get down to the gist of what happened here.
No, she was.
Nor were you at the retreat. You were off already. So, you know, you was looking for a moment. And like I said, I feel like she was the ops for Camille and Zadie and all of them at the time. So she did try to distract it enough so she can go on. They can go on and skip over it. But they'll be back next week.
Danny says she wasn't there and she was annoyed too. You would have walked off the stage, Danny?
I mean, it was definitely annoying. Like I said, it was annoying. Like people boldface lying in your face really just. But like, here's the thing: if you're that annoyed and you want to walk off, stay off. Go home.
Exactly. Pack it up.
Pack it up. like honestly, if you're just like, look, I cannot be associated with Camille, her lying in this voiceover. Okay. You know, fine, be done. Walk off, have your dramatic exit, but stay off. When I see her back, I'm like, okay, you wanted a moment. Like, if your mother is sick and you're annoyed, go home.
Look, the only other thing, too, is because there was a couple of people that they kept calling onto the stage, and I was like, why are they there? It's like... Walter was asleep. Walter was asleep in that one segment. He was like...
Walter was just like, why was he there?
Right, just like he was on the date. Like, why am I here?
That's what I was gonna say. But Walter plays the statue well, because he did the same thing in that awkward date with Courtney, Cornelius, and the woman was it Tasia?
It was Courtney, him, and Cornelius.
Not the problem.
It was a 3-person date or a 4-person date?
Camille.
Oh, Camille. That's right.
It was a 3-person date, really, because he wasn't involved.
He said, I don't even know why I'm here, but
so keep eating.
You know, They know to just Walter's a placeholder. You know, in like award shows, they got a placehold with somebody. So he was a placeholder. So
Walter was asleep on that stage. They panned over. Walter was.
it was nodding off like he was at church, and the pastor did his second. Y'all don't hear me. I don't know what you come to do. I come to ready to love.
More like his third or fourth. I don't know what you're gonna come do. And you got to remember these tapings are long too, so you know.
It's an all day affair. Well, listen, you gotta get your what do they call them things? Red Bull. I don't really drink them, but get your Red Bull and stay up, bro.
I think she had a Snickers moment. She was just like, I just need a Snickers. Leave me alone. Nobody talk to me. I'm hangry.
On the stage. But this is the thing that bothers me, right? Because you guys know I love reality TV. I have a problem. I raise my hand. I'm Shawn and I'm addicted to reality TV. And I don't think I'm gonna change. So why every time somebody walks off, they expect someone to run after them? They walk off saying, I'm tired of this, I'm over this. Now the times when nobody walks after them or runs after them, they're like, you didn't come for me. You didn't check on me. Ma'am, you said leave you alone. You said you were done. They let you be. But when they don't, it doesn't make sense.
We all grew up on that Maury baby daddy reveal thing where the camera started chasing us.
Like, she just wanted to be chased because here go Liver chasing her. I don't know who else came out in their prom frock running behind her. And then everybody went with their prom frocks running behind to see her. It's like, come on. I'm over it.
Can we do a station identification for the fashions? I feel like it's a good interlude at this point.
What's the station identification?
A pause for the fashions. We haven't discussed the fashions.
You want to talk the fashions, baby. The fashions. Shout out to
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
We got to talk about the fashion. So I'm trying to get a picture up. It's probably better for y'all. Let me see what we got.
Yeah, I was even looking on Twitter to try to see like a group picture, but I couldn't find anything.
It's on Instagram. Hold on, let me pull it up because I posted it on my thing. Let me see. There's a page on Instagram that's Ready to Love Conversations. I think they had the fashions posted. Hold on.
Because we got to talk about the fashions real quick.
Yeah, I think some of the guys went to some satin maker.
Yeah, it was the
the Gordon Gartrell suit that Cornelius was wearing. Oh man.
I mean, that one is one of the first fashion choices that come to mind.
All right. Here we go. Let me share this.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, me too, Christina. Courtney should have had her curly fro.
Oh, we're gonna get to that because that was a mess.
I don't know. She looked like she was going to a PTA meeting.
Okay, you guys see?
Okay, Sydney was looking good.
Sydney,
that dress.
Sydney
that dress was
a 9 out of 10. She looked a 10, but her tan something was wrong with that tan. Sydney looked great. Her
hair. She had the bronzer on going. Well, we ain't getting much of this fashion, huh?
Was he in front of TJ Maxx? What he stopped at Chipotle on the way to the reunion?
That's like Deacon Chic. That's Deacon Chic. That's all I got.
That is Deacon Chic.
Not with this satin suit. Where do you even get something like that?
That's like the pallbearers, but like a satin.
I hope Sabrina didn't do the fashion for some of these because
she didn't have time to do it for herself. She said.
Oh, okay.
No.
Monique, that ain't no funeral suit. You wear that to a funeral, the person's gonna jump up out the casket.
That to me is a funeral. That's a funeral suit in the
South.
South.
Green?
In the South.
He gets the points for green because I love my green. But
that green shiny suit, where are you going? But
it's like too.
It's like a putrid green.
That is Deacon Chic though.
He should have asked me for my fedora. I got a green fedora that'll rock it. Mm-hmm.
He would have looked like the Mask with a green fedora.
This look is given a 4 though, because it really aged him, and it's just not. Yeah, 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Mel said he looks his age there. Okay. All right, Moomin.
Let's start with Tasia. Tasia,
What happened?
It's giving prom a little bit. I like the hair.
Yeah, and she's such a pretty woman, but it's also looking like Jay's cats got a hold to this section right here.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Hair and
like
makeup
a sweater
is on point.
It's cut up.
That's
hair and makeup is definitely on point for Tasia, but the outfit is just giving too childish. It's giving prom. It's a 6 out of 10. Moomin, I love her outfit. Moomin is a 9 out of 10 to me. I think she looked great.
But I feel like she had them same shoes from the last episode.
Oh, I didn't see her shoes.
I see them when she walked in. So if we go to Sabrina page, she had the behind the scenes, and so I got the full of Moomin's dress. I love the flow of the dress and everything, but yeah. Hold on, yeah.
What does that mean?
Right.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't understand. You got to explain that to me.
Oh, Shawn, you don't get it?
No. What is that? I don't understand.
It means like when your wig is looking too wiggy in the front, you need to thin out the hairline like a natural hairline would be.
Okay, whatever. Y'all know what that means. I get it.
All right. Move on.
Still gets a 9 out of 10 for me.
It's the details, though. She needs to pluck her wig hairline. Oh, get her off the screen.
We got to go through the fashions, baby.
Okay, I got to be objective. I can't just rule about how I like. I think Zadia, I mean, she looked good.
Mm-hmm.
That dress, the split's a little high, but her overall fashions and outfit, hair, makeup, 8 out of 10.
The makeup for me was
split was too high. That's why I say 8 out of 10.
I like the lot. It's a thing.
She's beautiful. I mean, like, she's pretty. Yeah, you know.
Let me call you back, bro.
That attitude, though.
We're just ranking the fashions. We got to be objective.
Okay. Let's move on.
I don't know who's okay. I don't know what's going on there. So here's Moomin in full. See the same. It almost look. If the shoes are almost the same, they're not. They're almost though.
I mean, she's pretty.
Good. I like that outfit. It's unique. I still give that a 9. That looks it's a really nice outfit.
It is really nice.
She looked good. We already did her.
Oh, this is Tasia standing up
with the prom outfit.
Nah.
Yeah.
That was
I can't get Carrington's jacket. Carrington actually had a nice, decent jacket.
It looked like freaking Collage Central, like a project. You know, spin art. You ever had the spin art game? You know, the thing is toy as a kid. It looked like spin art.
Moving on.
And I don't know who was that? That was Naeem.
2 out of 10.
That was Naeem.
And his Aladdin outfit. Aladdin / Black Panther.
There you go. You can see Naeem in this one.
He just gave us nothing. He gave us nothing than what he gave us all season. So 2 out of 10.
Zoe said Bellboy Couture.
I wish I could get. Let me see.
Dr. Umar.
Not Dr. Umar.
I'm dead. Oh, God. Undefeated.
Let me see. I don't think I can get anybody else's fashions. They don't have. Oh, Carrie's here.
Nah, but did y'all see Dante in that lace suit, bruh? What are you doing? Come on,
Carrie. I know exactly where she got that dress because I have that same dress in white. I love that dress. I think she looks
very, very beautiful.
Good standing up. She didn't look good sitting down.
Sitting down was hard because that dress has a high split.
Corset? Does it have a corset too?
Yeah, it's in it. The dress, it's all connected.
Yeah. Okay,
I give that
yeah.
an 8 out of 10. She looked good.
Let's see what they say on the behind the scenes on here. I don't know. That was Moomin's dress, but
Yeah, that she looked like an angel.
You look great.
mm-hmm.
She's beautiful. Like when they did the rose scene or whatever, the choosing ceremony, when she came down in that like pink dress, oh
Mm-hmm.
man.
Moomin is giving fashion model.
Yeah, she's so pretty. And that voice, like I've heard her sing in like a couple of concerts.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Well, I mean, I think what else? We all know
Sabrina.
that Sabrina's statement necklace was nice. I just can't remember her outfit.
It was
Outfit.
it's this right there. I can't find a full picture. Maybe if I go to Sabrina page, I might get a full picture.
Yeah, because I'm sure she has pictures everywhere.
But not. Feels pretty
Not
much
anymore,
awesome.
his jammies.
Pretty much.
And what did Aisha wear?
Oh, she had on a black dress.
This black dress on right here. I don't remember seeing the full
She
thing.
looked nice.
I was not here for the hair though. The bang.
Oh, come on.
The hair color.
She needs to leave Janice Combs alone.
Yeah,
Leave them blonde wigs.
Her hair choice and Courtney's hair choice. Actually, Courtney's entire outfit was just not it.
Oh, okay. It was her outfit that was on there. So she had red shoes with the dress.
Yeah, the outfit is fine. It's just the hair choice.
Yeah, she's yeah. And it's not, like it's just she just got one side out.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was gonna say, is that too much for you, Shawn?
No, she's good. She's good. And it's a reunion, like
yeah, you can do that for a reunion.
Yeah.
Courtney's choice just completely aged her. It was just not a good look.
And I'm surprised because her and Sydney are friends. So Sydney's older than her. I'm surprised she didn't be like, yo, sis.
You're not gonna be able to see hers because she just has a reunion special thing. So you're not gonna be able to see.
Stay tuned reviews. God has truly blessed her. Lord of mercy. Yeah, Aisha, it's hard to say much about her. My only problem is them wigs, the blonde wig, that is. I don't even mind when she has the short, like, fade. Like, that even looks nicer on her than the long blonde wig.
Yeah. Okay, I guess moving forward. Those are the fashions.
I guess Jay had to leave us.
No, I'm here.
Are you putting up another picture?
No, because I couldn't find anybody else's. I was looking.
No?
No.
Not even on Instagram?
That's what I would. Let me see. Let me see if I can find some of the men's. Give me a second.
I see Cornelius. Cornelius.
Oh, yeah. Let me go pull up Cornelius.
And we missed my favorite outfit. Dante looked amazing to me. I loved his outfit.
What? You like that on
like Dante?
I love Dante's outfit.
And where's he going with them rubber loafers?
I don't know, but
them driving loafers. He wears those every. He must got a bunion on his foot. He must got
Dante looking nice.
Heel spurs.
I thought Dante was great.
Dante looking nice. I found the picture of Dante. He looked nice. Shawn hating.
Always has on them,
Dante looks fabulous.
Driving loafers.
Shawn is hating.
No, I'm not hating. I like the dude. I'm just saying, when I'm looking at it, because I happen to have a still shot of him right on.
What's wrong with this?
Oh no! You got to see it on TV.
I want to see the jacket. We need more love to that jacket.
It's lace. I'm telling you. I swear for God, it's a lace suit. See, when you expand that, like you seeing it from afar, you want a lace suit.
If he looking good in it,
Dante looked great in it.
I'm not talking about the fit. I'm talking about the fabric.
I love the whole thing.
You like a dude wearing lace?
I don't know about us dudes. I'm saying he pulled it out.
Oh, Courtney looks nicer there. The dress.
Yeah, but that's not really how it looked.
See what?
If that would have looked perfect with her like curly fro, she would have looked like the Statue of Liberty.
She must have cut her hair.
Melanated.
It looked like it was cut. Cornelius don't have his suit on here. He don't have his suit on here. Okay, let's go to Camille's.
Oh, come on. Do we have to really with this guy?
We gotta do it.
See, look, everyone thinks Dante killed it. Shawn, you hating on that?
No, no. Tasia said Dante is a no for me.
Dante looked great.
I guess this might. Let me see. Might be the closest.
There he goes.
Horrendous outfit.
That's the closest. That's the closest y'all gonna get to that outfit right there, because you can't get the full thing. You have to go to Sabrina. Go to Sabrina's channel. She got the whole behind the scenes. Support Sabrina anyway. Y'all see the full satin suit that is Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius was giving, like they said, Aladdin. Camille was giving Kenya more though. She looked good.
Yeah, she was definitely giving Kenya.
It was definitely.
She looked beautiful with that color. I don't know if it's like a yellow or a gold, but it looks so beautiful on her, like against her complexion.
Who else was there that we missed?
Life of Bosch said he dressed like a deaconess on Sunday. A deaconess.
Not the deaconess.
What? That's right. Somebody's Afro sensible sister said Star Trek chef. Y'all
don't get up my profession like that. Don't get up my profession like that. The rudeness. Let me see your grills. I want to see your grills.
And them gold fronts. Come on.
Oh, wow.
So is there a way we can talk about Aisha and Dante?
Who?
Without talking about the big conflict, or you want to go to the big conflict first?
Well, we didn't even get to Cornelius and Camille. So yeah, we could talk about
they're part of the whole big conflict.
And Dante. And then we could segue into Camille and Cornelius.
Well, I guess it all goes together, because Aisha was really upset and kind of going on and on about the way Camille treated, with the I'll F somebody up in the voiceover bullcrap.
But that came through with the women segment towards the end, so that's kind of separate. So.
Well, you set it up, because I'm blurring them now, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. They didn't really give us a Aisha and them package though, but I don't know what you want to talk about them as far as them being a couple on the show.
I mean, my only thing with them, I guess I want to touch on is I just wish Aisha was came off less bothered. She seems so invested in the nonsense from the season. And I would have wanted her to talk more about her and Dante. Maybe we'll get to it next week, but I just wish she didn't come off so pressed. She came off a little bit too pressed for me.
Yeah, they didn't get into neither one of their packages, so I think that's probably why. And it'll be next week. So because we're involved in everybody else's thing, she did have an opinion in a lot of stuff.
Oh, Jay, that's his name. I was calling him Leroy. It's Lamont. Lamont. I said his name was Leroy. So, see?
Yeah.
I had the first letter right.
They'll get a chance to talk at the reunion. They'll probably go back to them. It looked like they're going kind of like backwards. They usually start with the couples that made it first, and I guess this season that is the first time they had some new people come in the middle of the process, so they jumped with them first, and then they started going and breaking into the couples, and then they kind of went all over the place. So I don't know, child. I don't know. Hopefully they'll get a chance to talk, because didn't before they used to talk with those people first, the people that got it voted off first, and then go around. I don't know. Remember.
I don't know.
But okay, so yeah, she was a bit bothered. I guess she still had to say her piece from the retreat or whatever that touched her. The BGS bothered everybody. And I think it got to the point where Sabrina was just fed up, tired with all of it, because Sabrina snapped. I'm sorry. Sabrina Snap. So we might as well just talk about the whole segment as a whole. We got the Camille package and Camille and her many faces, and her and these three personalities, because in the never be seen before footage with her and Dante on a date. She spoke about her two other personalities, Olivia and Shay Shay, and talked about how she had therapy and they're prayed away. Child, that was a lie because I seen her trying to talk them personalities down a few times, and a few times she mentioned we don't agree with this. I was trying to figure out who the we was, but I can only come to the conclusion that Olivia and Shay Shay was not agreeing with the fact that she was possessive during the show.
I think she's an actress.
Mm-hmm. But I also think she's schizophrenic, because a lot of that talking to herself she was doing to try to talk herself off the ledge.
I think she was adding 10 on 2 though. Like I think her and Cornelius are both actors and actresses. They're both actors, plural. And I think she added 10 on 2 the entire season, and now she's trying to back up. That's what I think of her.
They definitely are scene partners because they was coaching each other through the whole thing.
They're scene partners. They're both actors. Like, I mean, that's really all I got. I mean, Camille knows she wanted to act a fool. She thought that it would be well perceived, or she would be an interesting character. But that's all she was, is a character. Like it didn't come off well. Her and Cornelius, there's no other explanation for her and Cornelius's behavior.
Look, I'm with you, Danny M. When she hit that, when she was like, "Am I entertaining?" All I could think of is Gladiator. No. Are you not entertained? Like, no, ma'am. Nobody is. Nobody was entertained at all.
Like, Black Twitter is undefeated. Do you see this? Hilarious.
She says she's in the therapy and handled her multiple personalities. That's what I was saying. I was like, child, you didn't. Because
sure about that? Yeah. Look, Cornelius is still with Camille.
Black Twitter would not be undefeated.
But they don't live together. And when they asked, "Do you guys live together?" she made a face. Like,
why was the faces like it was though?
Wait, this is Camille and them their faces.
Exactly. When look, why was they coaching each other through the whole thing? Do we live together and all that stuff?
They have to stay on script.
She was like, "No, why?" It's like, "What do you mean? Why ain't you in love?"
You have to stay on script, Jay.
It was hard to stay on script, child. They was like, "You don't remember your lines." And wait, first of all, why did I feel like Zadia had Vaseline? You know, if you ever been in a pageant or you know behind the scenes about pageants, putting Vaseline on your teeth so you can stay in a smile. Because she was like this the whole time. I was like, "Child, can you move? You move this?" No,
And then people entertaining her shenanigans with the voiceover. I'm like, are we really gonna act? I mean, I'm glad they called her out, but I'm just like, this can't be real.
Why did she sit there and say it was a voiceover? And what's her name? Tanika Ray. She was like, "So they hired an actor." I see. I was doing like this, but your mouth still moved, and to the point to saying, "I F y'all up." Ridiculous. And then here's where you know the lies was. She goes backtrack and says, "Was I not talking to her?" Pointing at Zadia. So nobody heard you, but you was talking to Zadia. Cornelius does like this. Shh. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at Biomi's comment, right? Like everybody dumped on her too much. Yeah, because she doesn't take accountability. She doesn't. Thank you, Anthony. Get out of my head. That's the problem. When you don't take accountability and all you do is make excuses for your actions, then people are going to get fed up with you. And guess what? She has been talking crap the whole time. Anybody that wanted to approach the guy, she was scaring them off. but she was always in the middle of something. So guess what? People are going to hold your foot to the fire.
And don't get me wrong, there's some men out there that love certain type of crazy. All us women got some type of crazy, and some men love possessive women. And Cornelius might be a man that likes a possessive woman. You know what I'm saying? One that runs him and all this stuff.
He likes it. I love it.
That's
So,
on
you know,
him.
listen, if he's going to put on his cape for her, then go for it.
A part of his
bro.
Part of with his interview with Ages and Stages, I feel like he likes a project. He wants to sit here and try to fix somebody up.
A project? He ain't gonna fix her. She gonna run him into the ground.
Yeah, but to him, it's a project.
I don't even think he thinks that way. He don't seem like he's trying to fix her. He's going along to get along. He's being run into the ground. That from basically their second interaction, she disrespected him and called him dumb and a country bumpkin.
And he sat there and laughed.
And laughed. So he don't want a project. He doesn't know how to either separate himself from somebody that's disrespecting him and not in a, not a good partner, or he is just likes that setup. He gets something out of that.
Earlier.
What'd you say?
Somebody was watching Kojo earlier, because this is what Kojo was saying about Naeem defending Zadia. Defending the indefendable. The undefendables.
French Connection says she put a little something in his stew. He's no longer there. Nah, it seems that way, but bro has been putting his cape on her, putting his cape for her from like episode 2, when he had this nervous smile, like a kid, like, oh my God. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. So yeah, he went on there running his mouth on that Ages and Stages podcast. Another interview, bumping his gums, not saying anything.
Talking in circles.
It's like another one. Here we go around in circles. Fly high like a butterfly in the sky. It's like, come on, bro.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Come on, Dory.
It's like, come on. Now I'm triggered because it's like, bro, you're not saying anything, Cornelius. Didn't say anything on the interview. He got up there and he was like, oh, I don't know where his cat. I don't remember hearing that. Yeah, now you sound like what she called you, bro. That's exactly what you sound like.
Wait, since you brought that up. It was Naeem in that moment for me talking about, let's look at the mouth. Watch her mouth. She was pissed. Camille was pissed. She was like, yeah, let's watch my mouth.
Yeah, and she was like, no, didn't you see it? I was taking something out of my tooth. Ma'am. Come on.
And the award goes for person that pipes up at the wrong time. Naeem.
Run it back. And they were like, okay, let's do that. All the eyes, who heard it? I
didn't hear it then, but I heard it now. Like,
oh, I heard it now. Yeah, I heard it that time, but they was mad at her. What, bro? Come on. Call the truth, and call a thing a thing. To shout out to Ayala, right? We're gonna call a thing around here.
When you pipe up at the wrong time, you need, shush.
Look, if you ain't got a man who defend you like Naeem, you shouldn't want him.
Nah, you don't.
I don't want a man that lies.
It's simple, because that's simple.
You better find you a man who defend you like Naeem.
No, I don't want a man that lies for me, because a man that lies for me will lie to me. I don't need those problems.
That's
okay,
right. Take that on that.
He can defend me when I'm right, but correct me when I'm wrong. Don't or just don't say nothing when I'm wrong. Don't say nothing when I'm wrong, because he made it worse.
Because he made it worse. He's doing that for a reason.
Right.
He's doing that for a reason.
What's his reason, Shawn?
He's trying to get something out of it. Don't nobody sit up there and cap for somebody that hard unless they trying to get to point A or B.
I just think he's a little touched.
He ain't touched. That man is highly intelligent, but he is trying to, either he's so in La La Land delusion with Zadia that he's blinded by her, that he can't see the truth, or he's thinking this is going to get me out of the friend zone. This is going to get me where I need to be.
That's what I think it is.
So, look, good luck. When you play them games, he ain't going to get nothing. She's just going to be like, bro, you're dumb. And I'll just use you to defend me, but I don't really want you.
Yeah, and I really was disappointed to see Naeem really so caught up in women's business. Like, that's literally the worst place you can find yourself as a man, is in women's business.
Exactly, especially when the question was directed to Zadia. So how'd you pipe up before she had a chance to? Let me tell you what the issue was. 8 out of 9 in, or whatever he said. 8 out of 9. That's so you talking about all the way in another show.
Mama Joyce thing. It was a scheme that Todd set up.
It's the people in the streets, because the people in the streets been saying,
like, bro, where did you pull that? He was reaching so far, bro. He dislocated his shoulder reaching for that plot. Oh, everybody knows it's, she was 8 out of 10, 8 of the 9 guys selected her, and they're all jealous. What, bro?
Jealous. About time we got all the way down to the retreat, but she done had several altercations with the women, so they just jealous. She inserted herself in the altercations because they were talking to Camille most of the time that we seen, and she jumped in.
Gas your girl up, bro.
That's it. Set her off. And then Sydney was funny, but she was on the wrong reality show because she was like,
no, somebody said it's so blue.
She was pissed at him because she saw the footage when he said he can't do her voice. So she was ready to jump. She was ready to pop off. What are the guys gonna say? She was like back there. I was like, Sydney, pipe down. Take it easy, sis.
I mean, somebody should have told him just to be quiet, though. He was just really in women's business. And it's like,
right, because it was not your segment, bro. It was not your segment. Hush.
But he was always doing that because he did the same thing when Zadia put her finger in Dante's face and poked him in the nose like this.
This is true. He had a reason for it, like he was there. Like, bro, you weren't there.
Yep, and he was like, well, she's never done that to me. I didn't see it. All right, bro.
Okay.
You'll see it when she does it to you because
she must have done it to him already. That's why he over there. All right, now.
Don't get too far left.
Say what I told you.
Yeah, someone did. Someone should have said, and this is what I'm saying is I wish we could have phoned a friend and Tommy said he was in good health. Tommy should have just Tommy. I almost forgot his name because I'm so used to him being nephew, uncle Tommy. So I was like, is this the right name? So he should have been right there on the screen, like Naeem. Now listen, first of all, clap it up for me. I look good. I might have cold, but I look good. Clap it up. Everybody clap for me. Naeem. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Settle down. Fall back. This ain't about you right now. That's what he needed. But unfortunately, Danica, the pretty girl, the host, whatever her name is, she didn't have the she couldn't do it.
Man, yeah. I mean, like I said, sometimes when you're not there, you're not privy to it, you don't know. And Naeem jumped in like he gonna give the answers. It's like, bro, the question was to Zadia. She should have reiterated right then. It was like, okay, but I asked Zadia. Zadia.
Exactly. Like Sydney said, Zadia. Zadia. I'm sorry, Naeem. Did you change your name to Zadia? Okay, thank you.
They were all calling Zadia a horrendous person, so he was gonna say something.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get on the stage, talk about and what we not gonna do, ma'am. What we are gonna do is talk about it.
It was a lot of sass there.
Yeah, and that's why I got to the point where Sabrina just okay. I'm tired. I'm tired. Y'all got me here, sitting here, listening to this BS, and y'all not owning up nothing. Somebody getting cussed out.
Find y'all a man who defend you like Naeem.
Find you a friend that go off like Sabrina. When they tired of the BS.
On stage, backstage. She was everywhere.
They tired of the BS. Find you that. Hey, you know what? I don't know what this part is right here, but people are not liking being called mean these days. You know, I'm not gonna talk about the other brother on another platform that got called mean, but people are being real hurt when they act mean and then be called mean.
Well, you guys spilled the tea. I'm confused.
It's like,
Oh
bro,
no.
so we have all these words that we can't use, but when people display them, what do we call them, right?
Right.
So we can't call them aggressive, but you have poked a person in their nose, stood above them, you've threatened them, somebody said you're gonna F somebody up. So what do we call that? Niceness? Like, what is it? Describe it to me. Because I want to know what the word is so I can use it.
This is one thing I do want to address. Okay, so the fact they want to sit there and say that the Brown Girl Squad wasn't separating themselves from everybody else. So why wasn't everybody else included automatically in the Brown Girl Squad? You're separating yourselves.
I think the issue is that they were being mean. I understood when they explained it. They said that she said that she saw Camille was like, "Oh yeah, you're a beautiful brown girl. Oh, we're brown girl squad," which that in and of itself, I didn't see the problem with. Like if you see another beautiful brown girl and you're saying, "Hey, brown girl," whatever. I think the problem is when the brown girl squad turned into a mean girls squad.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they try to make this big deal about on the reunion about the idea of the brown girl squad. I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying like, "Hey, beautiful brown girl, let's, we're beautiful, let's uplift each other," because they try to do like this reverse racism thing, which is not a thing, like reverse colorism thing, which is really just not a thing. Like there is a reason to say like brown girls because brown girls are not as uplifted and called beautiful the way other lighter skinned people are. So I understood like why it's like, "Hey, you're beautiful, Camille's beautiful, Zadia, all right, let's
And they are all of them are.
You mean freaking gorgeous, like we're beautiful brown girls, let's uplift each other, that's fine." But when it turned into mean girls and classism and the other stuff that they were doing, I feel like that's when it becomes a little weird because there was other people that they could have also been like, "Hey, beautiful brown girl," like Taisha, and they didn't want to do that. And I think that's when it made it awkward.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't sit there and say that you didn't separate yourself when you clearly did, though. You divided yourself from the others and stuff, and then you turned into, like I said, a mean girl squad or whatnot. You didn't represent the beauty as a whole with this. It'd have been better if you taken it and you guys all presented yourself. For the most part, Moomin was guilty by association, and she was pretty much quiet or whatnot, because there's different times that I've seen her either try to separate herself or just stayed in the background with different things. She didn't pipe up like them two did. But, them two is the moving force of your crew, and you're stuck in it with them. You get that bad rap with them. You're guilty by association. So unfortunately, they didn't shed the best light on being beautiful chocolate women.
Yeah, I just think it was a complete missed opportunity on that reunion. I really feel like the conversation really could have been enlightening, and instead they went down this like reverse racism road, which I don't feel like where the focus should have been. It should have been, we as Black people in general we should try not to be so exclusive and try not to exclude others, because the separation in and of itself is detrimental to our community. Not that there's anything wrong with saying, "Hey, I'm a brown girl," like I uplift that. It's the same way why we can say Black power, but white people can't say white power. There's a reason for that. It's literally the same thing. That's why Black girls can say brown girl squad, but if in the reverse, if someone says light girl squad, it's going to be a problem. It's the same thing. Like they're allowed to do that for the reasons of systematic racism and the way colorism has infiltrated our community. That should have been the conversation, not this reverse racism mess. Because the real issue wasn't about color. It was about classism and just being, in general, being cliquey. and mean.
Yeah.
It actually had literally nothing to do with their skin color. And the host like completely missed that opportunity to discuss that issue.
Well, it kind of just went left when Zadia comes in. The first thing we not gonna do is
right.
You come in with that energy. It's kind of hard to have a full conversation with you because then now you got everybody else elevated to that energy to match you. So.
Well, she was another one. Didn't she walk off?
She walked off because Sabrina went there. Sabrina called her out her name. So, you know, a little bit of moment there, but you know.
Somebody said there was a brown girl squad last season. I don't remember that. Who
was in that?
I'm trying to remember last season's cast. I don't remember too many. There was only Alexis. And who else?
Kyra.
No, Kyra wouldn't be in that.
But her and Kyra wasn't getting
brown
along,
girl.
so
But I'm just saying she wasn't like friendly. They weren't like clicked up.
Yeah, they weren't clicked up together.
Oh, maybe the lawyer. She was dark skinned. What is her name?
Kyra was a lawyer.
No, the other one. The other one.
Oh, yeah, but she wasn't clicked up with nobody because she was basically that's Amber.
Yeah.
Amber.
Oh, that's right.
She was with Chris most
of
the time.
Right. I think she might have said something like that, but they were like playful with it, and they weren't like they were just, to me, they were like catty and silly, you know. Like they were like catty. These girls were like the girls in high school that ran around, you know, wreaking havoc on other girls, bullying them, threatening them. Like that's what they were. That's the energy they were giving off. You know, Zadia, and mainly Zadia and Camille. You know, unfortunately, Moomin, and Mark says it here, right? You know, Moomin got wrapped up in it, but her spirit wasn't with it. But yeah, she still, you know, allowed herself to be associated with these people that were doing things untoward, right? And there goes her discernment. Boom.
The thing with Moomin is just it came off, like I said, it's developed organically. They took a picture, you know, it's like, oh, melanin popping, you know, and Moomin is part of that melanin popping, but unfortunately, you just didn't separate yourself when they started getting out of line, nor did you speak up and say anything to them like, y'all need to chill, like, you know. So it is what it is. Well, maybe you got to discernment, baby. You got to pick better friends and better men's.
Exactly. You know, you got to, you know, and that's a big thing. Like the people you associate yourself around speaks volumes about you, right? And if the people that you're around are not the best, then how are you going to get you know, better outcomes? So yeah, I'm over it. Meanwhile, let's shout out to the 310 people in this comment section. So thank you all. I think that just might be a record in terms of being on a live with us here on another round. So we appreciate you. Thank you. Please drop a like,
share.
Please drop a little like, subscribe. We're trying to get another round to 500 plus. Right now, we're almost close to 300. So the last I checked, I don't know if there's been an increase since we got on this live, but please, let us get to 500 tonight. Please. We could do it tonight.
We can definitely do it tonight. You know, if y'all just go ahead and hit that subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Please.
So y'all can get sick of me writing on the community wall.
Exactly. Posting your messages and updates. Doing polls. Don't let you get a hold of a poll. Oh God.
My gosh. Talk about, so what y'all think?
What you think about that?
Today's poll. Y'all think
Yes, we need to do a commercial break, Jay. Seriously, for anybody that catches this on the replay, please, the ticket to the price of admission is a subscription. Please. The last live that was done on this channel 2 weeks ago has over 10,000 views.
Thank you, Miss Creative.
If half of y'all would have done subscribe to this good channel here, channel would have been at 5,000.
These free laughs. We give out free laughter, baby. You know what I'm saying?
This is free 99. So please, if you're not catching us live, you're watching this replay, please, we implore you.
I am
subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Please.
Do they get a dictionary with their subscription, Shawn?
What you say?
With their subscription.
A thesaurus. How about
Dictionary.
Thesaurus, my bad.
They need both because they need to know what the word he said.
What word did I use? Come on now. What did I do now?
I don't even know.
Lena T said, "Hey, Shawn."
I was preaching. I said the price of admission is a subscription.
I wish
Thank you,
could, Grace. Grace,
we appreciate
look,
you.
get
Grace
another
Mercy
page.
Saved. Set up another account. Yes, you can.
Right.
Do your initials, Grace Mercy Saved. That's right. Brittany B said, if you're not subscribing, you're treating Jay like Frank treated Moomin.
Look, exactly. You use
y'all do not know what I've been through in
don't waste our time.
Y'all don't know what I've been through in relationships in the past, okay? So don't do me like this.
So they're trying to pay a bill or two.
Trying to pay a bill or two. That's right.
I'm trying to get a bill or two paid. Please help me. Help me, please. I don't want to be on OnlyFans.
Oh no, we don't want Jay on OnlyFans with her feet and her cats and her recipes.
Got the cats walking by the feet.
Y'all need to get them.
I'm trying to give y'all recipes for free.
Get them where they need to be.
Y'all a mess. Yes,
no stay tuned reviews.
Be like this on y'all.
It'll be like this. You better hit that subscribe button right now.
And another thing. Was that risotto good? Because I wanted
what you're not gonna do is be up here watching this channel and not subscribing. That's what you're not gonna do.
Yeah. Eating your vegetarian risotto like that.
The disrespect.
Butterscotch Squad, we out.
Light Skin Squad.
Beige Rage.
That's beige rage for sure.
Y'all gonna lose the subscribers you just got with that nonsense.
No, please. We just play it, y'all. We play it.
Sorry. Okay, bring it back. Reel it back in. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. It's all acting. It's acting like Camille.
Exactly.
We were just playing.
No, Seaway doesn't want the liability, Miss Creative. She wants the flexibility to not be held to come and film.
She don't want to be held accountable for anything she says.
But I need y'all to make it so I can get my love offering. I just want my love offering, so y'all gotta help them make it.
That's right.
Get your Cash App up there. You get your own.
No, I ain't got no ghetto Cash App.
No, Biden's administration now Cash App comes with a tax, so we don't want no Cash Apps.
They can't send over $600 a month, so y'all just send like $600 a year. Oh, okay, $5 a month. How much is that? Oh my geez, this is too much. I can't do it. We gotta find some new means of getting this money. They cutting us off. Child. Okay, but yes, back to this. Sorry for the small commercial break. I done muted myself. This reunion that drove me nuts because it was the voiceover actor who we didn't see. I'm gonna need somebody from production to come talk to us about these people they hiring for voiceovers and stuff. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how I get into the business. Maybe I can come on, be a voiceover for somebody next season. You know what I'm saying? I'll cuss everybody out. Yeah.
And then say what? It's the editing. It's editing.
It's editing. It's edited for me. I mean, I don't know. I'm like Sabrina. It's only so much editing they can do because shoot, they edit in what you give them.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Shoot, you can be a character and give them nothing. And then they got nothing to edit. I don't know. You gave them so much because you were in your drama major acting school and you had your scene partner. So good job. After the building fund, oh shoot. Well, we need.
No, stay tuned. Oh, you gotta read the whole thing. But before the pastor's side chick hush money fund.
No, I think the hush money flow
That's
got to
called
come
the
first.
pastor's love offering.
Yeah, I gotta get that. I don't know. He might need that hush money first. You know, we gotta ask Jamal Bryant, J Mall, J Mall Bryant. How we do this? What order we go in?
That's it, Simone. Camille is a ventriloquist, and
She was
Cornelius
doing
is
it though. She was like this. The lips was. She was practicing. Her lips barely moved. She had it. I see. I can do it too. I F all y'all up. Look at that. Look. All y'all can get effed up right now.
Not the y'all use these offerings.
You started it, Seaway, so now they just gonna
Oh,
run
with
with
the
it.
love, when me asking for the love offering,
Exactly.
Yeah, love offering.
you gotta have that little love offering.
Exactly.
Y'all didn't
She's
grow
still
up
in
in
the
church,
honeymoon.
y'all
She's
know
still in the
about that.
honeymoon phase. So Seaway's still taking honeymoon gifts at this point right now.
Exactly. Come on, y'all. I done bought a new chair. I'm just spinning around in my new chair. I'm happy. They monetized the data first, but I said I'm getting me a new chair.
Testing it out, huh?
Exactly. I'm loving this chair.
I see. Good job. Okay. But yes, I mean, I can pick my teeth and talk to y'all at the same time too. I don't know.
Did you say it or no? That's what I'm saying. Did she say it or no?
Well, here, I'll give her this. If we go on semantics, she didn't say is what Aisha said verbatim is not what she said. She said a shorter version, and she posted on her page that was too much what Aisha said, but she still threatened y'all. She still threatened everybody at that table. I'll F y'all up. That's what she said.
So wait, Camille posted something on Instagram? Because I don't follow none of them.
Mm-hmm. She posted how she didn't say that exactly what Aisha said.
Oh, because Aisha said she would fight them, and she didn't say I said I.
Yeah, she didn't say that. She was said I'll F y'all all up or whatever.
You
She did a long-winded version of what she said. But at the end of the day, you threatened them. You said that you was gonna F people up, and that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? If they put them in the bottom. So, and she was like, Aisha basically asked, who is to say we don't put Cornelius at the bottom? And your response is, I'll F y'all up. So regardless of how you want to put it, how she said it, if she didn't say it verbatim of how you said it, you said it. You said what you said. And what you said was some bullshit. In the words of
Let's look at this because I'm over the tomfoolery, you know. So let's look at this foolishness because this is why I know that other person was, saying, "Oh, why is everybody jumping down Camille's throat?" Because this is why. This is why.
You gotta put your sound on. You gotta put your sound on if you want to hear exactly.
We were all sitting there talking. I cooked dinner for everyone. We had dinner. Camille said, all I know is if anybody put my man in the bottom, I'll y'all up. We were all sitting there talking. I cooked dinner for everyone. We had dinner. Camille said, all I know is if anybody put my man in the bottom, I'll y'all up. That's exactly what we were all sitting there talking.
Hold on, I got you on mute. Okay, go ahead.
He says, y'all know I can't just sit and be quiet on this. Laughing. What occurred is what we call gaslighting. So here we go. 2022. It's back. We can't get rid of it. No, I did not say. All I know is if y'all put my man at the bottom, I will F y'all up. As we all can see and hear, and that is why I adamantly said, no, I did not say that. What was said was, I'll F y'all up, but the context and who it was said to have been skewed for drama. And there is where the gaslighting came in. At the reunion, clips are played while on stage to get an organic reaction from the cast, and that is exactly what happened. I was thrown off, whatever. I actually didn't recall saying it until I ran back the sequence of events after the reunion. Fact is, I would have remembered if I said it to the women. Cornelius didn't hear it, nor did Zadia, who was sitting next to me. Anyone that knows about production mics know that they can pick up the sound of a needle dropping, so it wasn't said out loud. The pot was initially stirred by producers when my castmates was told to bring up voting us off the show since we found love. We were being written off the show. In that moment, I was like, wow, that's messed up. But what came out of my mouth was something totally different. And that was when the line was said. It was said based on what producers were attempting to do and was said to producers. Admittedly, so I have dropped the F-bomb a few times this season. I'm working on my potty mouth, but it's a no for me on this one. I saw what was being done behind the scenes, producers forcing the drama by telling folks to bring up topics. Plainly put, I was #gaslit, and it confused the heck out of me. The proof is in the footage. I know what I said and why I said it, but when it was brought up, I was thrown off because it definitely wasn't to any of my castmates. Enjoy the reunion. Exit stage left and still blessed.
Okay. Cap. Cappity cap.
Where's my cap? I don't have any of them.
Child, look. Regardless if any of the ladies didn't hear you and stuff, it was directed towards the ladies under your breath. You wasn't woman enough to say it out loud to everybody in the moment. And then the fact that you're going to sit here and try to tell us that you're being gaslight. No, you're trying to gaslight us. By semantics. We seen you say what you said. You also sat there on the reunion. If y'all go back and watch it, she said, was I not talking to her? Point at Zadia. But you also said that Zadia didn't hear you. And Cornelius tried to back you up and say Zadia didn't hear you. So you're talking to Zadia, but Zadia didn't hear you. Aisha hear you, brings it attention to everybody of what you said. Then Zadia pipes in. Yes, you did not say exactly what Aisha said you said. But the whole thing was, I'll F y'all up. That just of it right there is enough. You said it twice in that same segment. So if you was privy to what producers trying to do and bring the drama and all that stuff, why say anything? Why give them the drama? Why give them anything to edit? Now we're back to apologies.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because listen, let's go with your story. So you threatened to beat up the producers then.
That's what it looks like. That's
Either
what it
way,
like.
you threatened somebody.
Somebody got threatened.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and yeah, threats might be idle, but somebody got threatened at the end of the day. All you had to do is say a simple apology for whatever was said, and we could have moved on. That's it. But you want to drag it out for more moments. But I guess it continues to next week, so we'll see where it goes from here. I'm just ashamed with Cornelius and Naeem and whoever else tried to defend the shenanigans, and whoever else is going to try to defend the shenanigans, because apparently Camille Zadia gonna jump herself back up in it next week. Talking about it. Camille say whatever she say, she is probably own up to it. But shoot, she's saying stuff under her breath, hoping the cameras don't pick it up. So.
But I think the biggest thing is like address the behavior, because her behavior is the problem. The way she cannot accept hearing anything that she doesn't want to hear, or when somebody, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's the producers, her castmates, or anyone in life, tells her something she doesn't like, she has to make a face, screw up her face, make a comment, either low-key threaten people. That is a problematic behavior because you can't take hearing things that you don't like to hear. How do you grow and get better? You said you went to therapy, but you'd probably be screwing up your face at the therapist.
And Simone P, this is exactly why I said that if those personalities, she still gives me schizo even at the reunion right now, because she keeps talking in three. We this and we that. Who is the we? You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, one of her personalities, Shay, I'm going to go with, is probably the one who said it. And so Camille at the reunion is like, no, I didn't say it. But Shay Shay did. Shay Shay is still Camille. Unless you all the way split like the movie, child, and you please be on your medication. I can't. Hilarious comedy. Comedy. I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know why the comments stopped rolling on
Yeah, it
here.
could be a StreamYard issue.
It's a StreamYard issue because I see them on the thing.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
coming up
y'all.
on
We're not
YouTube.
saying nothing about your comments.
Struggle streaming.
Yeah, struggle streaming. I have to read off of here.
We struggle. Y'all forgive us because we see comments on StreamYard, which is the platform we stream through. But your comments post to YouTube. So we're looking in the chat in YouTube and we see your comments, but it stopped at 12:43.
Yeah. And for real, Simone, peace. Somebody grab the holy water. Please. Please, y'all.
The interwebs don't want us to be great.
No, they hate on this. Oh, Camille to shut down the chat.
Camille was like, enough
Shay,
talking about me.
Olivia and Camille to shut down the chat. We done got 3 people on us, y'all. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lena T. Thank you.
The Brown Girls squad done got to the interwebs. They were like, we had about enough.
They done got on Beyonce's internet.
And
Beyonce in the beige. Beyonce in the beige. They say, we put you in the Brown Girl squad, no worries.
We heard you. You called us, we got you. Post that comment.
Can't see it now. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that?
Post that. You want to post stuff.
Man, for real. They done shut us down. Oh, nope, I still ain't got no new comment. Child, look, they won't let me be great. I can't post no more of your comments, child. They hating on us.
We still streaming, so we good.
I would push refresh, but then I might log us out the whole daggone thing.
Shut it all the way down.
My bad. Anyway, though, but shoot. All right. I guess that's about it for this week, son. I don't know. Y'all got anything else from the thing that we missed?
Yeah, anything else anybody wants to cover?
Did we miss anything? Let me go through my notes because I had to write notes for this because it was just too much. Too much. Let me see. Oh, should we talk about Zadia claiming Aisha didn't lock in a connection?
Well, we already know.
They tried to throw Walter and Sabrina in there. I was like, how's she gonna throw Walter and Sabrina in there? They was not locked in either. Shoot, what is you talking about? Sabrina definitely wasn't locked in with Walter at the time. Shoot, they were trying to lock in, but they weren't yet. I don't know.
Cornelius and Naeem are officially part of the Brown Girls Club.
Child, they've been in there. Shiloh in there.
Well, Cornelius has been a part since
day one. He made it. He founded it.
The resort, because he was talking about Zay Zay and this and that.
Yeah, he
whatever
founded
they call out here.
Do we think that Dante and Aisha are still together? I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I do as well.
They're still together. They are still together. They are still going through strong. They're still working on it. And you know what? I'm going to pray them that they continue.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I think they have a solid chance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do think they have a solid chance. So I pray they continue.
Yeah,
we
they
need
might
some.
make it.
Look, out of all these shows, these relationship shows, we need an actual real couple to make it. Child, look, please.
Look, and it's the
They
most
doing it
slept on
right
dude. We slept
Huh?
on Dante. We slept on Dante, slandered
Oh,
Dante.
y'all ran him through the mud.
They ran his
No.
name.
Ain't no we. We ain't speaking French
Well,
today.
I'm not talking about you personally.
Right.
Not y'all.
The other y'all.
The general y'all.
Yeah.
People say
general-
he
the
shouldn't be
general
on the show. He should never
Seaway
be allowed
did.
on stuff.
Seaway was
I said
over
a
him.
few things, but
Seaway was not doing the 3 baby mamas.
She said a few.
I said a few things, but then I course corrected when I saw some better behavior. I course corrected.
Y'all was not. Y'all was hating. I know.
Where's
a lot
our
of
apology for Dante?
Look, Dante. I see Dante in a whole new light at this point.
I didn't hear an apology.
I ain't gonna apologize for what I said because he do got 3 baby mamas. That's still a lot of baggage.
I said what I said.
I said what I said, but I'm happy for him.
Get off my damn computer.
Oop, in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Cat's gone wild. And tonight on Cat's Gone Wild.
Dante's dating
Yeah.
with intention. I like it.
What'd you say?
Dante's dating with intention. I like it.
That's right. He's like, have massage table, will travel. He's traveled with that massage table.
Listen, sometimes after you done had your 3 kids and your 3 baby mamas, you like, okay, enough of this. I need to reel it in and do what I got to do. So, I'm glad he was focused and he's not out here for play. Like a lot of people.
Honestly, Jay, people slander Dante, but what scares me more than a man with 3 baby mamas is the 45, 50-year-old man who's never had any type of serious relationship, no kids, no marriage. That scares me more, to be honest. Yeah. I think I'll take the 3 baby mamas.
Miss Creative, I wouldn't get infested. That was a cat.
I was just texting her. I was just posting that comment to her.
It's a cat. I don't know. This Queen won't quit if he was ever married. That is never really discussed. I guess we'll have to wait till the interviews to find out if he was married to any of them. But he does say that 2 of his baby mamas is remarried. So I don't know what that actually means. If they were married to somebody else before or what. So we'll see. I ain't getting fussed at on live just yet, Miss Creative. About another hour, I might be. Yes.
Yes, Zoe, we needed to see the skull cut so close up. Yes, we did. I got a haircut. Shout out to my barber, Al the Barber, Prestige Grooming Lounge. Anybody that lives in New York.
My little brat. Yeah, because High Vibes was asking, is that a hairless cat? And it's like, no, this is the dog, but the other cat.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Like
the cat that was over here getting that. She's what kind is she, babe? I forget. I just lost it.
It's a short hair Chihuahua, no?
Yeah. Bams is a short hair Chihuahua, yeah. And the cat getting fussed out is a calico with her little attitude having self. Seaway sleepy time.
That's it. Seaway said she expires after a certain hour. She's like Cinderella, so like she gotta her pumpkin, her carriage is gonna turn into a pumpkin.
I'll be hanging on.
Guys, please do like the video, please. Though I got like 250 in the chat. Can y'all get the likes up just a little bit louder? Up to 200 would be nice. Some of y'all might have liked it already. That's still here with us, but please. And thank you, Bam says thank you, Miss Grace Mercy Say for calling her beautiful. The Bams be sitting here. She be camera shy. Look, told you. As soon as the camera get on her, she turn. She a mess.
She's either hiding from the camera or snoring.
Mm-hmm. I gotta keep her awake so she don't snore on y'all.
Who said?
No, 5 because it's 5. It's still a lot though, but 5 kids and them. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 3 for him, 2 for her.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they gonna need. Yeah, you're right about that, Simone P. They gonna need to do 50-50.
Yeah. I'm sure by now they should have worked it out.
Or 30-70 or some fraction that works for their household, but it ain't gonna be 100-0 or 90-10. It ain't gonna work with a household looking like that.
They got time before they move in. Or they can take Sean's friend advice that came on there, that your German friend that came on, and have the 2 different households living advice. I mean,
No. Let's not use the term friend very lightly.
Don't even bring that
okay.
man up. That made no sense. That made no
associate.
Subscriber.
The associate.
That man was in his own zone.
Yeah, he had a whole yes. Listen, and anybody out there talking about I ain't doing 50-50 and blah 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 blah. What you doing today if you're single? You're doing 100%. So what's better? That's all I got to say about that.
About this.
Now, listen, I'm not saying 50-50 has to be the case. So I'm like, oh, it has to be 50-50. No, but I'm saying, listen, look at what you're doing today. And if you're single and you're doing 100% to by yourself, you might want to not be so caught up on the ratio.
Look, that's been on your heart.
Yes,
it has been, because I don't want us to be fussing and fighting about stuff that don't exist. We be fussing and fighting about things that don't exist because we ain't in a relationship. And then we talking about what we not going to do and what we not going to accept and what I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to stand for that. Well, then what that's going to leave you is by yourself. You're going to have to do something, right? And listen, it's not to say you're not going to find a mate that's going to, do whatever, right? But at the end of the day, don't be so fixed in a position of what it has to look like. No. How about you want somebody that treats you with respect, somebody that's honest, somebody that is financially stable? Put that as a priority. That makes sense. But if you're going to be so caught up, or it's not going to be a roommate because then I could just get a roommate. Okay, but what a roommate does and what a spouse does are 2 different things. So that's what I'm hoping for us single people in 2022. And I'm including myself in the mix. Let's not fuss and fight and carry on about what we're not going to do and what's so this and what's so that. Because look, and 50-50 is just an example of it, right? You're doing 100% by yourself today. Be open.
Oh, Danny Ann says someone give Sean a deaconess outfit.
No, I don't want no deaconess. I'll get a deacon because truth be told, the brother's a deacon. I'm actually a deacon, guys. I've been on a sabbatical. I've been on a church sabbatical.
I'm about to say, when the last time you was on your deacon duties?
It's been a minute. Pre-pandemic.
Not the pre-pandemic. Oh,
pre-pandemic.
I'm dead. I am so dead.
I put my deacon tie away. My deacon tie and my tie clip is in the closet.
Dead. I am DED dead.
I can't see the comments.
I do agree, Sean, though. I appreciate your message. I think it's really important that we don't draw so many hard lines. And you especially don't want to lead with this whole I want a man to take care of and pay for everything. It's very off-putting. You have a better chance of getting that if you don't, make all of your announcements like that.
Shoot, I just sent y'all a post the other day that said, what is not the problem with the men saying that for women saying that they want a man to take care of them, it's those women that are not taking care of themselves that are expecting a man to take care of them. So, it is really that it's a lot of women that's not taking care of themselves and wanting a man to do it.
Not attractive. Being a bum is not attractive.
On anybody, anyhow.
On any level. Even if a man doesn't want your money, it's not cute to be grown and so extremely needy.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my opinion. Like, a man may still want to take care of you, but no one wants to feel like they're picking up a 4th child, a 5th child. That's just not cute.
And I think human nature, we are more open to do something because we want to do it, not because we're expected or we feel like the relationship doesn't exist if we don't do it. You get what I mean? And I think women should think about the 50-50 thing and being so adamant about that the same way like how women feel when a man says he wants a woman to be submissive. You know how like no matter how it's phrased, it's always going to get you that, like, it gets a guttural reaction from most women. Or what being asked, what do you bring to the table? Those two things are triggering, right? Like, it just gets on your nerves to hear it. It's the same way, like, as men, when you constantly throw that 50-50, we ain't doing 50-50. Like, when we hear that, it gets the same reaction. So there's many of us out here, myself included, who I've been married. So I definitely didn't live in a 50-50 marriage. It wasn't the case, right? I carried the lion's share. But at the end of the day, it wasn't how we started our relationship. Before we got married, she was like, well, if you ain't doing this, then we didn't have that conversation. It was an understanding, because she understood the character of the man that I was. She understood financially where we both were. And that is how we made our financial decisions. Right. But on the other hand, as things changed with her financially, she did also contribute to more things. Right. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. And that's all I'm saying. Don't lead with what you're not going to do. And I'm not just talking for women to men. I'm just saying for all of us. I throw myself in there, because at the end of the day, those hard no's that we have, if we take a look, like, those are a lot of things for those of us that are single and not in relationships the way we would want to be. Sometimes that's the reason, because we've built a wall of no's that are blocking us from being in relationships. And like, when we watch shows like Ready to Love, although they're reality TV and steeped in entertainment, there are also some truth that we can sit back and look at and say, like, okay, what could I do better? What could I do different? It's my little pulpit moment.
I'll tell you like this. It's like a lot of things, what you do in life, any life project you have, any goals that you set or whatever and stuff. A lot of people don't support you unless you start supporting yourself. Meaning that they don't help you until you get out there and start putting the grind in for whatever it is that you want in life. And that's when you start getting the support. People like you see you doing for yourself first, and then they like, you know what, let me come help you with this load. Let me help take some of this off of you. But if you're sitting around and not doing anything and just expecting somebody to come do it, they're not going to come do it. It's just not going to happen. So, like in life, you got to take your relationships the same way. And, you start putting your own efforts in on your half of what you got to do. And like Shawn say, while you single, you're doing 100% of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So don't go in there leading with, I need a man to do all of this, take over my 100% and keep his 100% too. You know what I'm saying? Just go in there with the intentions of being in love with the person, finding love with that person, finding like similarities and things that you guys connect on as a whole first. And if he sees you doing, and it goes vice versa, because sometimes some women want to provide for her man and stuff like that. But if they see you doing your portion and stuff, a lot of times they just want to come in and help take off some of that load from you, and let you be easy. And especially if you go into motherhood and all that, and you start bearing their children, it's like, okay, well, I gotta man up and I gotta take up the responsibilities while she's on her time off, taking care of the child or whatever. So, just come in with positive, proper expectations on the relationship succeeding and not worried about what he provides for you financially. And I think you'll find you'll have better luck in relationships in the long term.
I agree.
But yeah, we just out here just ranting at this point now. We on our own little thing. But, it was a good thing because it came from Ready to Love. They got into the 50-50 thing, and a lot of women, it was got on like little things of, he need to be able to do this much for me. He need to do that. He can't do 50-50. Look here, 50-50 is never 50-50 in a relationship. I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes as a woman, you know, you could sit back and you could stack up your coins and all this stuff like that. And something may happen in that man's job. Something may happen where he get laid off, or, you know, he unfortunately has an injury that puts him out for a minute. Are you going to be able to cover because you just saved up, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got to look out for those things that when we go on 50-50, it's just like the DNA of making a child. We go on 50-50 on the DNA, but it's going to mesh together somehow to where my 50 is going to get mingled into yours. And I might be giving a little bit more this month than I did last month, or I give a little less. You know, you just got to, it's a balance. It's a scale. You just got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? And saying with that person, I'm with you, and we're going to try to keep it balanced no matter what.
Yeah. I agree 100%. And I think, you know, just like what you were saying, that was my situation. And I responded to the comments. I think it was this Queen Won't Quit asked, like, what's the percentages? Sometimes it changes. Sometimes 70-30. Sometimes it's 80-20. Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes it's 100%. It depends on what's going on. Nothing stays fixed, you know, in perpetuity. You know, things change and evolve. Finances do. You know, hopefully they change progressively, but sometimes things do change. Like Jay said, sometimes people lose their jobs. You know, while I was married, I got laid off. Fortunately, it didn't impact my household, you know, because one, I found a job within 3 months. And two, I had a severance plan that covered us. So there was nothing that changed. But I say that to say it still didn't, you know, I thank God. And you know, I was intent on making sure that I got back out and find another job. And I did that. But it's not to say things don't happen and things don't come up. We don't, you know, things that we don't plan on that are unforeseen. We got to roll with the punches. So if all we did was like talk about who's paying what and where, sometimes that just becomes such a burden that's unnecessary versus what's the big picture? Like, what are we planning for? You know, let's get to the kids. You know, we don't have kids yet. So if we don't have kids yet, then yeah. If we're both working, we need to contribute to certain things, right? Because to Jay's point, you need to save, because typically, you know, when you have a child, most women want to spend an extended period of time with the child, right? So at a certain point, certain benefits are going to wear out if the woman is working. So we need to be able to cover that gap. So now it's nothing. Now it's no, there's 50-50 is gone. You have children together. The 50-50 is out the window. It's okay. We need to take care of our household. I need to take care of my wife. I need to take care of our child or children. So the 50-50 is erased. So, or any percentage, right? Because now it's about the family. But we need to get to that point. And I think that is where we need to be, right? And that's all. Let's get to the point where we can even talk about marriage and kids.
And it goes both ways, because if you're a guy that's in a relationship and you expecting 50-50 from a woman, you got to remember that day, if you want kids, like Shawn said, she's going to have them babies, and naturally she's going to have to take some time off just to recover, even if she comes back out there. But somebody's going to have to be home with the child until it gets to a certain age to be you know, supervised. And even then, if you get your nanny, a relative or somebody, you got to pay them. You can't just expect the services for free and stuff like that. So, you know, that's a whole, it goes 50-50-0 all of a sudden, you know, this a whole other body that's not paying anything and depending on both of you guys to make it happen. So it technically goes 50-50-100 because they need 100% of both of y'all. So it's a balance. It's a constant balance in the relationship. So y'all got to be lenient with that 50-50 thing. The 50-50 is that we're on a scale holding up our bargain. But if your 50 starts to go down to a 40, I got to bring it up to a 60. So, you know, we got to level this up. We got to be at 100 together. That's all that matters, is that we're at 100 together. However that 100 gets there, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's a constant conversation that you have to have with your partner.
Now,
you know, just to make sure you go ahead.
Yeah. I think the moral to the story, what you guys are saying, is that you really have to look to the integrity of the person that you're with. It may not be like how Shawn said, it may vary from year to year, But if there's nothing wrong with looking for a man that's going to have that provider mindset, I don't want that to be twisted. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand that at different points in people's lives, providing may look like different things. If you guys make the same amount of money, or if you're living in a very expensive place like New York, or a place where rent is sky high, maybe it's not realistic for a man to pay for the entire rent or the mortgage. That doesn't mean he's not a provider. He may be providing in other ways, but it may not be realistic for him to pay for the whole entire lease. So I think the idea is to not paint everything with a broad brush. But alternatively, if you see a man who doesn't seem to have that provider mindset that you want, and the first thing out his mouth is he over here trying to split stuff with you, when he has the ability to pay for a lot more, and has the ability to be that provider, and is choosing to want to just say, I want to go have. If that doesn't work for you, you just gracefully walk away. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't even have to make an announcement. As soon as a man shows you that he doesn't have that mindset that you're looking for, then you can just gracefully walk away. But just know, if you see a person a man with integrity and with the provider mindset and doing the best he can, to try to be that person, you may just want to work with them, because if he has a mindset to step up, at some point he will, if he really wants to. So
yeah, I'm with you, T-Way.
Definitely.
Right. And I'm not saying, cheap dudes. Nah, don't. I'm not putting my cape on for no cheap dude. A cheap dude is the worst kind of dude.
That's why I had to clear that up. I just want that to be clear. We're not saying
exactly. And I'm not, and that's not what I'm talking about either. Somebody that is just out here being cheap, and like, there's a difference between being frugal and being cheap, because if they're cheap with you, cheap with their time, cheap with how they treat you, that's no bueno. So
yeah, and I want to address this Queen Won't Quit. Is it 50-50 just with financial? Not necessarily just with financial. I know most of the time when we talk about 50-50, most people go straight to the finances, but it's taking care of your whole household as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You just divide up the fact that you do certain things. You clean up after yourself. That's your 50%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can clean up after you, but if you help me by cleaning up after yourself, it's less clean up on my part. You know what I'm saying? I do certain things that you might not do. Some females know how to fix things that a man might not be able to fix in the house. Some men can cook better than his girl, so he might be doing most of the cooking and stuff like that. So the 50-50 is just divided about how you and your partner is set up. And that's all about getting to know who you're with or whatnot, and knowing what their strengths are and playing to their strengths in the relationship. So if you do that part instead of focusing on their weak spots, like, you might have a partner that he financially provides for you really well or whatever, but he might, leave his socks on the ground sometimes and all this stuff like that. It might be a struggle to find and pick him up. It's something he's been doing so long, but you can, if you a good housekeeper, you just go pick it up. Don't make a big old fuss about it and stuff like that. But, if you leave in the toilet seat and you keep falling in, it's a different thing. I don't know. But y'all might have to work on that part of the relationship. I don't know. But
just have separate bathrooms.
Exactly. See, where you feel me? I'm on that same page.
So you ain't got to argue about it. Get in front of it. Have separate bathrooms.
And y'all, Seaway is fancy.
No, Seaway is on the same page as me, because I have
two bathrooms in the house. Come on now.
I got my own too. I'm sorry, Sean.
If there's two bathrooms in the house, you take one, you take the other. That ain't fancy.
Hello. It just makes it easier.
You gotta share, make it work. But look,
less confrontation, less drama, less arguments, the better the household flows. Okay, period. If we can do it, if you got the luxury of having two bathrooms, take separate bathrooms. Shoot, some people get two toilets in one bathroom. So if you got two toilets in one bathroom, then that's you over there, bro. Don't use mine unless yours is broke.
It really helps. It will save a lot of, I'm telling you.
That's why they started making them homes with two sinks. They was like, okay, I'm tired of y'all arguing and fighting.
Yep, it started there, and then you have the his and hers bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, if you have the means, not everybody don't have the means, and so now you got to compromise a little bit, and y'all got to work through it. You know, I'm a firm believer because I grew up in the house with my daddy. Check the toilet. Don't just go in there blindly backing up into it, talking about beep, beep, beep. Okay, no. Check your rear view mirror and make sure it's correct while you backing on up. Like I never understood that part too. Why are you backing up to the toilet? You go in there and see what's going on before you sit down.
Blindly backing up. That's funny.
Trusting it's gonna be there. No. Turn them lights on and go correct. Come on, stop setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that.
Oh no, we ain't got to bond that much. Wait, stay tuned. Reviews: 2 toilets in 1 bathroom means couples can use the bathroom together. True bonding moment. Oh no.
Ugh.
Oh no. I've seen them videos where they be trying to use the bathroom on top of each other and all that stuff. No, I'll wait.
How much together time do people need?
But funny story is I couldn't get away because my wife always, no matter what, if I went to the basement to go to the bathroom, I went here. I'm like, listen, go. You have your bathroom. Leave me alone. Nope. They want to be where same thing with my stepdaughter. Anytime. I'm like, I can't get a break.
You want to sit there and have a conversation with you? So yeah.
It's like, you know,
that's like kids do with their mom.
Want to tap on the door. Where you downstairs? No, my stepdaughter was a whole 17 at the time. And are you downstairs? It's like, oh my gosh.
Now you want to have a conversation now?
Leave me alone.
No, you gotta let people use the bathroom in peace. Don't do that.
Yep. And that was my wife too. Everywhere. Oh, I'm in the bathroom. Here she comes in the bathroom. I'm like, no. I'm locking you out. Now I'm locking the door. She's like, you gonna lock the door? Yes, I'm locking the door. But I need something out of there. Oh, well, I'll be out in 10 minutes.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
I know, but look, I'm gonna bring it back. Miss Creative asks, do you guys think Tyrone and Carrie is dating?
No.
I don't know, but they did. They I don't know. Something I don't know where I heard it from, but somebody said that they were kind of open to the idea of giving it a try. I don't know. I don't know if I was just hearing some craziness or not, but we'll see. They might end up being a Rashid and Simone later on. Who knows?
Oh, maybe.
Possibly.
Boring.
You know.
What did you say?
She said boring. Tell us how you really feel.
Jeez.
She's Everett.
Boring.
Next. Anyway, though.
I guess we covered everybody, right?
Yeah, we covered everybody for this week. We'll stay tuned for next week. Tomorrow, I think Kojo is going live. So I know some of Shawn will probably be over there. C-Way will probably be over there. Might be at work or in Bible study. So I don't know where I'll be. I'll be in the chat. So y'all see me talking mess in the chat. And then I guess for part 2, we'll be back at Little Black Book.
Yeah,
meet us Little Black Book 91. We'll be back over there. So that's what it'll be tomorrow, in case you guys are new to this channel and you're not familiar from our host channel that we started from, Little Black Book 91. So we'll be back over there again. Thank you all for tuning in to us tonight. Shawn, drop where they can find you at, follow you at.
Yes. You can find me on Shawn Unfiltered. I have my own YouTube page. So please come check me out over there as well. You know, I do a little bit of everything. So please check out your boy. And again, please, for everybody watching the replay, like, share, and subscribe to another round. Appreciate you.
Shawn hit us with the scratch. Check out your boy. That's that daggone hip hop interview I was doing earlier. You got him on his hip hop.
Rubbed up on me.
See where they can find you at.
I'm just gonna change it.
What? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's where people can find you at.
Find me on Instagram, Mrs. Dior 22.
And you guys can find me. I should change it real quick, though. But the Sexy Tomboy, and follow us on Instagram at @anotherround_JS. That is JS for Jai and Shawn. So you guys know where to keep up with this channel. We'll be posting all different stuff there. But again, you can follow me on my solo page. Is the Sexy Tomboy there. Please like, share, subscribe. And like I always tell y'all, tell that friend that tells a friend that tells a friend that talks too daggone much to tell everybody, because you know they will. And drop it like it's like some gossip or something, because they'll definitely tell everybody, you know, if you do it that way, you know. Tell them this is the latest high spot on YouTube. You know, we the pub that every friendly pub everybody likes to come to and think, you know. And if you drink, that's what you do. I got my water with me. I'm trying to stay hydrated or whatnot. But we always appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your likes. Leave comments down below if y'all felt any type of way about anything that we said, or you just want to add some more to anything that we missed. Drop them comments down below. And again, we appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. Bye.
Bye.